Once your friend's order is delivered, you'll both be rewarded with a free £10 credit to each of your accounts. Simply log onto your account or ask our call centre team to find your Refer a Friend code, give it to your friend and have them type it into the Refer box when they sign up online. Alternatively, give the code to our friendly call centre team and they'll do the rest. So come and bring your friends into the fabulous world of jewellery making. Jewellery Maker, share your passion. Here at Jewellery Maker, we like to provide you with the best possible service. Our friendly and helpful call centre team are on hand 24 hours a day to assist you with your shopping or any other queries you may have. We also have a dedicated Facebook help team who are on hand 7 days a week between the hours of 7:30 AM and 10:30 PM. Jewellery Maker, making your experience the best it can be.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the genuine gemstone company.
Good morning. How is everyone? Bright and breezy? I hope so, because I'm not. Just kidding, I am really. I'm all right. Good to go this morning. Joined by the lovely Linda today, who's just sorting out a microphone. She'll be with us in just a second. For the last half an hour, we've been looking at the kits that we've got for you today. I don't ever like to say a certain strand is the best quality strand that we've ever had. However, I've got to say it today because I haven't seen better ruby in all of my days here at the Genuine Gemstone Company across all of our channels. I haven't seen better ruby than what I have for you coming up in this kit today. Now, we are going to do something spectacular. It's a big, big carat weight of natural ruby. We are going to bring you this strand and we're going to throw in solid sterling silver wire. We're going to throw in a ruby cabochon and we're going to throw in a solid sterling silver chain for free. Oh yes, you have to stick around for this. It's coming up a little bit later on. I'm quite attached to this already and it is my birthstone and I don't have any ruby yet. Just saying. Just saying. Gorgeous kits coming up for you today and this as well. Check this out. I'm already eyeing up my holiday pieces. Yes, it's fab, isn't it? Yeah, I am, Dee. Yeah. A week on Sunday. Sorry. I just need some sunshine. Just need some sunshine. Gorgeous. So this kit as well, coming up a little bit later on for you. Your early bird this morning, how do you fancy a deal? How do you fancy opening up your order today? getting your baskets. No. Not getting your baskets ready, getting your trolleys ready, because you're going to need a trolley, and that's just for the morning show today. Have a look at these ring mats. Now I've got 20 of them. 20 ring mats. I've never had so many in a bundle before. 20 of your beautiful ring mats here, and they are adjustable as well, which is brilliant, isn't it? Because then one size does essentially, fit all there. They are stunning. Now there's so many different things you can do with these ring mats. They're beautiful. So you can sew with these if you want to. You can use your little seed beads if you want to. You could just pop a jump ring on there. You could use your half drilled gemstones on there if you wanted to. You could create a gorgeous, gorgeous cluster design. And you've got 20 of them in total. So if you are tuning in this morning for the very first time, welcome to JewelleryMaker. You'll be back, and that'll be today. Not tomorrow, you'll be back today. In fact, you'll probably struggle to switch off today. 20 of your ring mounts here for an incredible, incredible deal. Now, we did a survey recently, and the majority? Yeah, exactly. It's too early. The majority of you buying for friends or family or making jewellery for yourself. I'm thinking, we were trying to work it out last night actually, how many weeks it is, you know? And, sorry Ollie, I'm sorry. It's always men that go, oh. Trying to work it out how long it is. It's not long at all. Gifts, I'm starting to get organised this year, I'm doing it early. These are going to be so affordable for you. In fact, all your Christmases have come at once this morning. 0800 644 655 silver plated copper adjustable rings here. You've got 3 loops and you've got 20 in one single pack. So that's pretty much, well, that's my entire Christmas list ticked off actually, pretty much. Yeah, apart from the gents, of course. I beg your pardon, Dion? Okay, it is the early bird, so we're going to do something really special. How about £1 each? £1 each. Brilliant, yeah. 19.95? No. Dion says you need to wake up this morning. We need to get you ready. Have us on speed dial. If you've just tuned in on the web, get checking out. Not £1 each. How about we take them down to less than 50 pence each? 44 pence each. 44 pence each. Wow, that is incredible, isn't it? 44 pence each. How much would you sell these for? You know, whatever gemstones you've already got in your stash from us here at JewelleryMaker, they're going to be genuine gemstones. So resale, you got your money back on one of these, haven't you? Whatever gemstone you're using, £8.95 for 20 of them. Let us know what you're up to this morning as well, by the way. And what day is it today? It's Friday. Yes, it's the weekend. Let us know what you're up to this weekend. Let us know what you're up to today. 60777. Start your message with the word JM Studio. I've had 2 days off, what can I say? Let us know what you're up to. Coming nice and early today. It's going to be very, very busy. We've got some spectacular kits for you and some super deals. Karen in the West Midlands, Caroline in Cambridgeshire, Sue in South Yorkshire, Eleanor in Shropshire, Collector in Essex, well done to you. Kieran in Greater Manchester, Angela, Pauline, Carol, Joanne, you've got 2, well done. Jill in Cambridgeshire, you've got 2. Catty in Cheshire, you've got 2. Diane in Yorkshire, you've got 2 as well. Jane in Hertfordshire, you've got 2. There's absolutely tons of you there. How are we for quantity on these, Dion? Wow, do you know what? You've still got time. About half of the stock has gone. You still have time to do it. If you've just tuned in, you missed the first couple of minutes. We've just taken 20 ring mounts down to 44 pence each, approximately. And do you know what the great thing is? You could come in and you could buy as many of these as you like. As many as you like. If you want to come in and you want to buy 5, you want to buy 10, you want to buy 20, just shop to your heart's content. Fill your trolleys today. And do you know what? You've only got 1 P&P from midnight last night right up until midnight tonight. Just 1 P&P of £2.95, and that is standard here in the UK. Linda, what would you do with these ring mounts, lovely? How would you work with these?
Well, initially I'd make a cocktail ring.
Yeah.
I would really load up head pins and wrap loop them onto the fixings there.
Yeah.
But you know what also looks nice, and you often find it with say, people that really like rings and wear a fair amount of rings, they always seem to have a special one that they don't want to leave off but haven't got enough fingers to wear all the rest of the rings that they want to or need to wear. So popping one on a chain, making it, it's really quite popular, that is, to have a ring on a chain.
That would look gorgeous, and in fact you could use that, you know, as a pendant if you wanted to, with your loops on the top there. You could open that up. I'm trying to think who the guest designer was actually, very recently, that I worked with, that kind of opened one up and popped that, was it Deborah? Kind of popped one into a bangle. Somehow, and it looked fantastic, it really did, because you've got so much luster there as well. Silver plated, you're getting the same luster that you would as if this were solid sterling silver. You know, silver is the most lustrous of all of your precious metals, so even when it is just plated, you get an incredible amount of luster, and that's why I love silver so much. I mean, look at that luster there. You could do that with your ring mounts if you want to use them just as they are. Absolutely fine. Now there is, of course, there's a little bit of queue on the telephone lines this morning. It's about 1.5 minutes, and you know, it's a free phone number. That 90 seconds, it's going to go really quickly, and it's well worth the wait. If you've just got up this morning, just got out of bed maybe, lucky you, got your jammies on, cordless phone in your hand, go and pop the kettle on while you're waiting, and by the time it's boiled, you'll have been answered. Last 41 chances, and loads of you with these in baskets. Catty in Cheshire says, it was Claire! What?
Not me.
Then what, sorry? Oh, it was Claire. I was just looking at our Claire. Well, yeah, but it threw me because I love that. Do you know what? I've forgotten what I was talking about already. Memory like a fish. Like, you know the story that you were just talking about? The guest designer? Yeah. Thanks, Cassie. I was just looking at our Claire on camera thinking, what's she done? It was Claire. What has she done? It wasn't me. Okay, so it was guest designer Claire. Okay. Sorry, Dion, lovely. Challenge Linda. Yikes. Do you know what? She's worked really hard, I have to say. Her pieces are incredible. Have a look. Oh my goodness me. Do you know what? One strand of pearls, it is brilliant, isn't it? You know, if you can get a strand of pearls into your stash, if for your own personal collection, that's amazing. But 5, oh, look at those colours. Perfect berries on holly, just saying. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at the depth of colour. Beautiful burgundy hues you've got there in your pearls. Do you know what? I reckon, I don't know where we're going on price for these actually, but I think you'd struggle to get a strand of one strand of genuine pearls at the price tag we're going down to for 5 strands of genuine pearls. You've got your apricot culture pearls there, 8 by 7 millimeters in size. Your rice beads, they're gorgeous, perfect for bridal jewellery, bridesmaids. Simple stretchy bracelets, they're in fact earrings, they are gorgeous, and there's a lot of pearls in that strand actually, so you could get a fair few pairs of earrings there as well. You've got your teal colour there as well, you've got your beautiful burgundy strands there, and you've got your cherry culture pearls there as well. They're a gorgeous, gorgeous size. You know the kind of sterling silver clasp that we do with kind of your 3-strand loops on, wouldn't they look fab? You know, I always say with pearls as well, I either want to go for just one simple strand or I want to go for quite a few. How gorgeous does that look? Wow. And they are genuine pearls. Now, do you have a look on the high street at the price tag of genuine pearls? You'll be shocked and amazed at the kind of price tags they can command, you know, not in a good way. Very, very high prices. I once saw a strand of pearls in high street jewellers in 3 figures, but I thought, you know what, actually, that's not too bad. So I went in to look at the pearls, only to discover that they were fake, they were synthetic. They weren't even the real deal, and they were into 3 figures. Now, we are bringing you 5 strands of genuine pearls. If you were to simply restrand one of these, pop a solid sterling silver clasp in there, because, you know, it would have to be with pearls, wouldn't it? It would have to be solid sterling silver. You can't really compromise there. You could have this valued at way into the hundreds. You could resell this in 3 figures if you wanted to, entirely up to you. Do your research before you put your price tags on, oh, do you know what? Ollie, our Ollie, aka Gok, look at that. He says, oh, that ruby with those pearls. Yes. Oh, can you imagine putting the pearls with this ruby, the kind of price tag you could pop on something like that? Imagine the valuation. Do you know, we forget a lot, and I always forget to mention valuations actually. Whatever gemstones you come in for, get them valued if you can. You will be amazed at the kind of valuations we've had back. In fact, just recently, a customer bought a strand of pearls from us. $19.95 is what she paid. She got them home, restranded them, added a solid sterling silver clasp, and she had those valued at £495. That was a message we had sent in probably 6-8 weeks ago from one of our customers, and that was for one strand. We've got 5 strands here. Now, again, if you're tuning in for the first time today and you're thinking, this is too good to be true, where's the small print, where's the catch? There isn't any catch. There is no small print. This is just our buying power here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, and I have to say that here at JewelleryMaker, it is exceptional. Get these home, have a look at the quality. If you are not 110% satisfied, I want you to send them back. You've got a 30-day, no quibble, money back guarantee. 5 strands, £20 each. £100? Less than £6 each for genuine pearls. If you're watching on the web right now, open up a new tab, type in genuine culture pearl necklace and see what kind of price tags that you can find. The last time I looked was probably 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The lowest price that I could find on that day was £420, going right up to £18,500. It's a necklace I've got my eye on. £18,500. It was South Sea culture pearls. You know, I can't make a comparison there, but $29.95 for 5 strands. We are giving pearls away today. QD GC 29. Do you know what? Even on the bridal show, I don't think we had a deal that good for pearls, and we had a lot of pearls on that bridal show as well. Jean in Lancashire, Miranda in Yorkshire, Collected in Powys, Cheryl in Maine. If you've got a phone in your hand, just make sure you check it out. I can't wait to see what Linda does with those. Those colours are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow. Wow. We've had a text in about the pearls. Brenda in Essex says JM pearls are beautiful. Aren't they just? They look good on screen, but they look even better when you get them home, don't they? Okay, collectors, connoisseurs. This is probably a gemstone that I have had a handful of times since being here at JewelleryMaker. This is something that we don't see every day at all. A gemstone that is highly sought after by collectors and connoisseurs. A gemstone that is referred to as the evening gemstone. It's the gemstone that JFK bought for Jackie Onassis to celebrate their anniversary. And you've got 300 carats. Wow. Wow. 300 carats of beautiful kunzite. Now, it is referred to as the evening gemstone in the industry, has this gorgeous, gorgeous glamour about it. Very, very feminine gemstone, beautiful soft pinks, delicate lilac hues, gorgeous lavenders within the gemstone as well. 300 carats is a phenomenal carat weight. I would be tempted with this strand to use very little of those gemstones in each design. I'd want to make this go as far as I possibly could. In fact, probably one of those strands that I'd get home and think about my design. I wouldn't want to rush into this design at all. A couple of weeks ago, guest designer Jam had a half jewel pendant bail, and she took some nuggets, quite similar to these, different gemstone, and just put one of them in your half jewel pendant bail on a solid sterling silver chain, and it looked beautiful. And that's probably what I would do with this strand, because they are really, really sizable. 6x5 to 14x10 millimeters in size. You could make these go a really, really long way. Now I'm just going to count out 20 for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's a good 100 gemstones in this strand. Now, on one of our sister channels here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, for a kunzite ring in gold, oh, we wouldn't have this carat weight. You wouldn't get this carat weight. I think you're absolutely right, Ollie. Some of our most expensive pieces are probably kunzite here. If you're looking at a kunzite design on one of our sister channels, you could possibly be looking at a ring that is one of a kind or one of very, very limited edition. You could be paying 3 figures, you could be paying 4 figures. This kind of carat weight, we just wouldn't have. This is, as Guest Designer Jan would say, a gravy strand. I would make this go as far as you possibly can. You know, put it with your pearls. Make it high end. Only use solid sterling silver with the pearls that we've just had, in fact. Look at those together. Wedding, bridesmaids, perfect. They are gorgeous together, aren't they? What would you do with the Tanzanite strand, Linda?
I think quite carefully what I'd do with it to start with,
Yeah.
because it's such a high-end, rare gemstone. With the nuggets, I can see a necklace where they really clump together very. In other words, if you double that strand,
Yeah.
and sort of base it at the centre part of the drop of the necklace and sort of twist it, perhaps thread it on wire and sort of twist it, and then perhaps have the pearls coming up of the side. Or if you want a significant tassel from, say, a sort of quite a sizable looking chain, or multi-strains, multi-chains of the finer, that would look absolutely beautiful. A bracelet like that would be nice, wouldn't it? If you like.
Well, Ollie was just saying as well, you know, perhaps replicating the ruby bracelet, but just with a Tanzanite.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Just sort of step up that drama a bit.
They are fab.
But if you split them up,
Yeah.
and you could almost sort of colour hue them to a degree if you wanted to. But another way I'd like to do them is wire them onto bangles and have them as stackers. Perhaps have the Tanzanite done slightly different on each stacking bracelet and have them probably about 3 inches wide as stackers.
That would look gorgeous, Linda. Maybe we should give this to Linda as well. Lots of you multi-buying already. Now, can I just say that on the web, right now, you can see the price tag. Telephone bidders, we don't know yet. I don't know, I can't see the price tag, but webbers can. There are lots of you multi-buying. That worries me. And Dion has just said, oh, that's not even your price. Did I hear the word slash? Oh
my God.
I've never seen Tanzanite that low. Ever. Ever. £7.95. Right, if you're not awake yet, you know when you wake up in the morning and you're a bit kind of semi-conscious, if that hasn't woken you up, something wrong. Get up quickly. £7.95. Oh, 300, what does that work out to per carat? You know, any genuine gemstone in the industry at £1 a carat is ridiculous. It should be snapped up at £1 a carat. £300 is where we should be. £300. Dion doesn't even know how to do the maths. It's so ridiculous. So £7.95. So let's say 795 divided by 300. It's like 2p a carat. 2p a carat. Yes, you can't. Dion can't even read it on the calculator. It makes no sense. Yeah, 0.02. So it's probably about 2 point something pence each, I think. That's how bonkers the maths is. For a carat of Tanzanite. Oh my word. Now is the time to open up your order today. That is incredible. If you've got the ring, in fact, if you didn't get the ring mount, so you've just tuned in, quickly go on the web and see if there's any left. At £7.95. This gemstone is so sought after. Do you know what? Even if you didn't want to put any work into that whatsoever, restrand it like that. In fact, do you know what? Don't even restrand it. If you just want to sell it on, get it home, sell it on. It's a no-brainer. 42 chances. There are so many of you. Ah, okay. Dion just says we're doing a little, oh, hello, colour. We're doing a little deal for you soon. Last chance, 40 chances. 40 bags. 40 bags. 40 bags in a bundle. Massive saving. Look, I wouldn't be switching off today. You know all those plans you've got for today? Forget them. Scrap them. Just stay at home instead. You do not want to miss out. I've never seen anything so bonkers. Tanzanite, 300 carats at 2p a carat. SUGP25 is your code for this one. Bridesmaids. Do you know what? In fact, forget everyone else. forget everyone else. This is a treat yourself deal, isn't it, at $7.95. And if you've got that in your basket, you do need to check out. Can I just quickly show you the ruby? It's the best ruby I've ever seen. Best ruby I've ever seen. I mean, honestly said that looks triple figures. There's no two ways about it. This would be triple figures, well into triple figures. A massive look at the quality and the colour of the ruby with solid sterling silver as well. Wow. Oh, I think it's stuck, to be honest. Yeah. Right, that's coming up for you a little bit later on. The quantity is not massive on that one either. Okay, emeralds, beautiful nugget strands, but these would be perfect for your tree of life designs, you know, whether it be rings, whether it be pendants. There's a massive carat weight of emerald here. Look at that colour, that is phenomenal. It's my favourite gemstone in the whole world, emerald, because of its individuality. No two will ever be the same. As individual as you and I, every single one. You know, normally when you're getting something so individual, that often comes at a massive price tag, doesn't it? You know, at a premium. But here, you've got a massive carat weight, 260 carats of genuine emerald, going to a ridiculous price tag. I know a lot of you use your nuggets for your tree of life designs, which is beautiful. Guest designer Mark Smith does some gorgeous memory bracelets with his nuggets as well, you know, starting from £15 depending on the gemstone. There's 2 strands here, double strands, essentially 4 strands. There's a lot of emeralds to pop in your stash, isn't it? Let's not forget, it's one of your big 5. You know, emerald is considered to be one of the most precious gemstones on the planet, along with your ruby. And you've got an opportunity to own a massive carat weight of such an individual gemstone here. You've got 130 carats in each strand there. You've got the most gorgeous, deep, rich forest green hues. I'm assuming, Dee, that this is Brazilian emerald. Because of those greens, really is deep forest greens you've got there. They are phenomenal. You have hundreds of emeralds here to pop in your stash. If you're building up your stash today, bundles are great for coming in. You know, if you're just starting off your stash as well, if you're brand new, you're just starting out with your jewellery making, then come in for your bundles as well, because you've got so much. The early bird that we had, the ring mounts, how about popping your nuggets into those gorgeous cluster designs with those ring mounts? They would look fantastic. You could pack that full of emerald, couldn't you, that ring mount, and it would look stunning. 0800 644 655. Can join us on the web this morning as well at www.jewellerymaker.com. It's really busy so far today. It's going to get so much busier because of these prices. £9.95 for 260 carats. 200. So essentially, if we have 4 strands here, if we divide that by 4, that's £2.50 per strand, less than. £2.50 for a strand of genuine emeralds. 0800 644 655. There's loads of you filling your baskets this morning. Do make sure that you're checking out as soon as you can. Things are going very quick. Quantities falling very fast this morning. GZGC 86 is your code for this. £2.50 for a strand of emeralds. So that will be £2.50 for, did we say, is it 130 carats per strand? 130 carats, so that would be 50, 60, oh my maths, especially at this time, 65 carats per strand. 65 carats for £2.50. You got an A in maths? Oh, I thought you said you. Yeah, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I was so sorry, Dion. I thought Dion said I got an A in maths. No, she says who got an A in maths. I didn't get an A. I think yeah. I didn't do well at maths. It wasn't one of my strongest, you know, subjects, I have to admit. My subject was art at school. I was good at art. And that's about it. Oh wait, just 644, 655, £9.95 for a massive carat weight of your emerald here. Maybe you've got some of your ruby strands already, your nugget strands as well. With your tree of life, you could have your emerald in there, couldn't you? And then just some ruby dropped in there as well as apples or blossom on a tree in a design. That would look fab. You know, maybe it's not jewellery that you're doing your tree of life design for. Maybe it is an ornamental tree of life. You really could use a lot of that emerald. You could use all of that emerald. Multi-buy, in fact, at that price tag. Margaret and Stephen in South Yorkshire, collect it in Cheshire. Margaret in Lanarkshire, Susan in Greater Manchester. Loads and loads of you with those in baskets. Just to make sure you're checking out. Look at all of that emerald. £9.95. Wowzers. Okie dokies. Let's have a walk over.
Should bring the blue and the orange with you.
I can.
Thank you.
This one and this one.
Thank you.
It's like I knew with what I wore today.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So we planned it. Look at these. Linda, I love this kit.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
I
It's absolutely stunning.
love
Yeah.
this kit. The first thing I saw this morning, actually, when I came in was the S-line. I saw this. Look at those colours.
Fantastic. It all works so well, and you can make such a diverse sort of styles of jewellery from it.
They are. These, yikes. They're weighty, aren't they? I've never, ever seen these before. Are these brand new, Dion? I've never, ever seen them before. I've never even seen anything even similar. In fact, this strand is heavier than some of the tools that we have. Like, it's really heavy, isn't it? That is, just looking for the carat weight there, it's got to be, 1,500 carats in a strand. Look at the size of these gemstones. They are phenomenal. 1,500 carats, 22 by 12 millimetres in size. They're just ginormous, Linda. Just one of these in a design, that's going to look fantastic, isn't it?
Well, they're incredibly on trend at the minute, size-wise and colour-wise. In as much as for the next couple of seasons, taking us into spring next year, all jewellery is going along a Bohemian look.
Yes, very much so.
It's really big. So these will really work for designs like that. Don't forget you can just use 1, 2, 3 if you want to, and that will look equally as dramatic as well. So and it all knits together beautifully.
They're gorgeous. But there's 35 as well in that strand. So they really are. I mean, they could go such a long way. And your bracelet here, Linda, that's just using one of those.
Yeah.
And that, along with the coral coloured gemstones that you've got in there as well, just looks gorgeous. I know somebody just saying, Ollie, it's like I knew what was going on today, you know, just perfectly colour matched. Thinking, what can I borrow for my holiday? I wonder. I love this. Love this design. Many of you will know if you tune in on the Design of Inspiration, I love the alloy chains that we do.
Yeah, well, that's right, and they're
they?
very lightweight as well. But it looks, the weights are balanced there, gemstone and chain-wise.
Love them. They are gorgeous. So you have 1,500 carats just in that strand alone. That's without the other strands there as well. So you've got 1,500 carats of your dyed blue magnesite rondelles. They're 22 by 12 millimetres in size. You've got 100 carats of your puffy ovals there as well. Those are beautiful as well. I'm just loving those. I love them all. What a fabulous kit. Gorgeous pieces. You have, just looking for the carat weights there, 1,090 carats of your turquoise nuggets there as well. They are beautiful as well. I love that beach look because you really, it's summer, isn't it? That's
Yeah, I mean that's real deal turquoise as well. So it,
90 carats.
Yes, but it also it gives you the opportunity to be a little bit, if you like making jewellery that's a little bit delicate looking, then you can do that with one of the magnesite rondelles and then the smaller gemstones, or you can actually use the turquoise as spacers in between the larger rondelles and really get a heavy look, a bit like that chain look, but without the chain, using the turquoise instead.
And if we think about turquoise and the fact that you have got the real deal here as well, the prices of turquoise I mean, we're going to do something really spectacular on this kit. You've got your coral Eslon in there as well, your beautiful turquoise coloured Eslon in there as well. And this gorgeous golden one. These are beautiful. I've never seen these colours before either. The,
they're 0.9.
Turquoise Eslon. Are we calling this one turquoise? Just aqua. There we go. Aqua Eslon. 70 metres you've got there. 70 metres of your bronze and 70 metres of your bright coral there as well. And these beads, the last couple of times I've had these, they've just gone in a flash. They really, really have. You are loving the spacer beads. And you have about, let's have a look, 350 pieces in total. Just those on their own as well, and you know, macrame into pieces, you know, or kumihimo into pieces. Just look gorgeous. They
yeah,
have
well, that piece there, that's crocheted.
Yeah.
I think that's about 15 strands, easily crocheted and making. That's my favourite of the whole piece. That one. I think
really
that lays
gorgeous.
with the Eslon, because it's such a gentle fluid flow, and all strands are 0.9, so you haven't got any different gauges, they're all the same gauge. It just works out in such a beautiful piece of jewellery. I think that's so wearable, that one.
It's fab. How long did that take you into that one?
It didn't take long, because it's just crocheting with chain, just threading them on and then crocheting chain, and I think there's 15 or 16 there. It probably took me an hour.
Wow. That's fab.
And then the little butterflies that I crocheted probably took me 10 minutes each. So let's say an hour and a half, job done.
Really? Yeah. Do you know, I think this would look lovely in the winter with a nice chicken jumper.
Oh, yeah.
It almost looks like a scarf, doesn't it? A really beautiful scarf. Gorgeous. Deborah in Staffordshire says, had to buy this. Amazing. This will be added to my stash for Native American style jewellery, which I make myself. Definitely. That would look fab, wouldn't it? You've got your necklace collars here as well. 5 of them in total. These are beautiful just by themselves. I wore one of these. I think it was the gold one that I wore actually a couple of weeks ago, just out on a Saturday night. Loads of compliments. Loads of compliments. There is loads in this kit for you. Do you know what? I was just about to say, I'd be coming in for the 1,500 carats of your dyed blue magnesite there. But then I thought, actually, I'd be coming in for this Eslon because I love these colours. And then I thought, actually, I'd be coming in for the beads. And do you know what? You just need to come in. You need to come in because there's so many fab things in this kit. I'm loving that turquoise that you've got there, those gorgeous nuggets as well. You've got, Linda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, to make sure I'm not wearing anything else. 10 pieces of jewellery out of that kit. Did you have much left? Or did you go for it?
I think I went for it. I normally do go for it, actually.
Well, you have,
particularly on something that I'm really enjoying using. And because it's got such a diverse, creative opportunity, really. I mean, you can see from that sort of the one necklace talk there that I've just simply wrapped the Eslon threads round and then just put a couple of the little puffy ovals on. That is so different to any of the other pieces. You just get, you know, your creative juices will just spring into life. They really will. And the rondelles, well, when I saw them upstairs. They came into the office upstairs and I said, oh, please let me have those. Simply in 5 years I've been here, we've never ever, as far as I know, we have never had that cut. And the matrix in this magnesite is golden.
It's fab, isn't it? It really is fabulous. They are beautiful. And say just one of those. You know, you can make the most incredible design with just one of them because they're so sizable. Your S on there, by the way, that's 70 metres, is it? Yeah, 70 metres, your 0.4 S on there. That's beautiful as well. It's so on trend, this kit. It really is. It's fantastic. WIGC 82 is your code for this one. You know that we're going to bring you a fantastic price, and you know that we're going to be saving you lots and lots of money on this one today. So make sure you're coming in, get it home. Do send us your designs as well. You know, even if you're not thinking of putting them into the Wall of Fame, do enter them into the Wall of Fame because you've got nothing to lose. But also it's great for us here to get inspiration from you, you know, not just from you getting inspiration from our guest designers, but it's nice for us to have inspiration from you as well. Please send your designs in. Those are, do you know, these are going to be a massive hit, aren't they?
I think so.
Really are.
Yeah, I really think so.
I think every single, you know, especially with these magnesites here, it's going to be that piece of jewellery that you wear that everybody wants to know where you got it from. Where can I get one of those from? Look at that. Perfect for your holidays, I think. £34.95. Wow. £34. And do you know what? This strand on its own. In fact, Linda, I'm thinking just one of these gemstones in a design
Well, the turquoise one's just got one on there as well. And if you sort of divide it roughly, you're talking roughly around, what, £4 a piece there?
Wow.
I mean, that's a
when you
bit.
work it out like that, that is ridiculous. Do you know what? I never ever thought. I was thinking, and I do this every time I come in. I always say to whoever I'm working with, whatever producer I'm working with, I don't like to know all the prices. I don't.
No,
because,
I don't.
You know, I come in and I've seen this, and I've seen we've got turquoise. I've seen these magnesites. You know, something really different that we're not used to having. All this S-line, and in my head, I'm thinking, right, this is probably going to be minimum of $49.95, minimum, and that is giving it some, isn't it, at $49.95, but $34.95, just incredible. Oh, this one here. I'm just going to turn this one round, Linda. Somebody's asking if they can see the back of the necklace on this one.
Yeah, it's just, I've used 3 of the extender chains that you get in, you can buy them separately, I do believe, but you get them in the little findings packs.
Okay.
And so simply, you can, I think, if there's probably, let's say there's 15 strands that I've used 3, so I've put, in fact, I think there's 16 strands. I put 5 in 2 and 6 in the 1. And then literally close them. For a little bit more security, you might just add a little bit of glue before you put the closings there. But it's a really neat finish,
secure.
and because that S-line is so soft and malleable, it really works.
It's gorgeous.
Neatly.
It's so silky as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
It just feels
and those
so
two
lovely.
colours, that gold and that turquoise, just with a little shock of the coral for the one butterfly, I think is
I love that.
It's a necklace I felt I just wanted to touch and wear. It's quite a tactile look. You want to.
Yeah, definitely, because it almost has that look of a scarf, I think. So I'm just thinking, in the winter with my jumper, that's going to look fabulous, isn't it? It really would. And I just love those spacer beads in there for lustre as well.
Absolutely. And because you can be generous with them, because there's a lot of the spacer beads, so do be generous with them.
Well, there is the 350 in there for you to be going on with as well. They're gorgeous. These pieces are just fantastic. There's so much here for you, and that price tag is way, way lower than I ever imagined it would be. Elaine Roche says, good morning both. You work so well together. Lovely show. I love your designs, Linda. So feminine and beautiful.
Thanks, Elaine. Thank you.
They are gorgeous, Linda. They really are.
I think all of us here tend to make designs that we sort of would wear ourselves, perhaps, or certainly things, even if we wouldn't wear them ourselves, that we tend to allow our creativity to dress somebody. Yeah. So, you know, there's lots of Sheila in particular I've got in mind for wearing any of these pieces here, because she loves
I can
this
imagine
type
her
of
wearing all
jewellery.
of these. She'd love them. In fact, I love them all. Who wouldn't wear any of these? They're just so on trend, aren't they? It's the colours as well. What you've got here is fantastic. Look at those spacer beads.
They look so pretty,
They're
don't
so
they?
decorative, aren't they? You wouldn't necessarily think that, you know, they could look so fabulous. Really fab. Andrew in Surrey says crochet looks like 0.9.
It is.
S-line.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's 0.4, isn't it?
No, they're all 3 strands are 0.9.
Oh, it
These
does
are.
say on the graphical.
Does it? No, they're definitely 0.9. I put them. Hang on.
It does say 0.4.
It does say 0.4,
Yeah.
but I don't think they are, because that's quite a gauge, that is, isn't it? I mean, I've seen the 0.4 many times. Yeah. So we'll find out. Yeah. But I feel it's 0.9. I think because I'd got this in mind, what I wanted to do when I put the kit together, I think I went for the 0.9 and literally chose it. But I might be wrong, so we'll check it.
Okay, we'll get that checked for you. But it does say 0.4 on the graphical.
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying, Linda. It's quite.
Yeah, but even if it's 0.9 or it's 0.4, it's given the look I wanted.
It works.
So,
it works either way, doesn't it? That is fantastic. We'll just check that for you. WIGC 82. We're down to 32 chances for this one. If you've got that in your basket, you're going to have to check out, because this is going to be a sellout. So please don't miss out on this one. Okay, Linda, what are you going to show us?
Right. Well, the little bracelet that you mentioned there. Quite a simple look, and again, we're just using the one. Yeah. I'll just pop that down there. Just using the one rondelle. So all you need to do is take a length of beading thread, or to be truthful, the S-line thread would work as well, because it's going to go through that magnesite rondelle, and it's also going to go through these little gold beads. Definitely, these have got quite a large hole in them. So I threaded on 7 on one side of the beading thread, and then I threaded on the rondelle, and then another 7. I mean, you can do more. It all depends on how many you do or how few you do is governed by the loop that you finally get. So then I've used rather a lot of thread here, so we'll just trim off a little. Remember that you're going to be making a bracelet, or you could even make a necklace in exactly the same fashion. So just think about what you're making and then gauge the length accordingly. And then the 2 threads that are coming out to form that loop, pop both threads through the one. Okay, so that then gives you your sort of, I suppose it's a bail really. You could quite happily go up a neckline with either side of the beading thread then if you wanted to. And then it is simply a matter of being very careful with that part now. You could put if you've got any of, I think I may have seen some actually, I think we may have them coming up, the little bead stoppers. Am I right?
I spy them.
I might have been dreaming it. But if you've got those little bead stoppers, then that's a very good opportunity of popping one on there to stop your design coming apart. And then simply take another piece of thread, same length, and pop that in again. You see that's coming through really easily because you've got quite a sizable hole there in that rondelle. And then repeat that design as a mirror image. So thread on 7 on one side and 7 on the other. As I say, you could be using the Essilon thread, you could be using even ribbon, you could be using quite a few different mediums to make this particular design. As I say, it's just governed by the hole in the gemstone that you're using. But certainly these little spacer beads, you get an awful lot through. So now we've got 7 on there. So I won't put the 7 on the other side because you'll basically get the idea now. And then it is a matter of drawing up this mirror image. So if you pinch up and you've got them on the other side, okay? And then bring this side together in exactly the same way that you have 2 going through. And then it's a matter then I chose to use the, is this coral?
Yeah.
It is actually coral, isn't it?
I said coral colour, didn't I? I think it's coral.
I think it is
I saw the word coral.
Yeah, and then again taking the 2 threads will go through the coral. I actually used monofilament on my design.
Yeah.
Hoping that the 2 threads, I think I did. I might not have done actually. I might have used the beading thread, thinking about it. But just test first. Test the gemstones that you're using to see which thread to use. You probably will be able to see, I'm sure you will.
It's the beading thread.
Yeah, beading thread, brilliant, yeah. So, but just test, rather than get halfway through a design and finding that the next part of the design isn't going to work because it won't pass through the gemstones. So just test that out first. Test all your beads independently. If you want 2 strands to go through a bead, then just do a test on it first. And then again, just a matter of threading up. So when you get to the length that you need, your bracelet length, which is going to be between 6 and 8 inches, it all depends on wrist sizes, but when you actually have decided yes that's going to fit, then take into account the fact that your clasp is going to add up to 1 inch. Okay, so it's nothing worth having a bracelet obviously roll off of your hand. So again, as you're working along it, just test it again, and then just work along to the end, mirror image to this end, and then add your clasp in the normal way using a crimp bead and your clasp. And it's a very simple way, but you can actually use it to make multi-stranded necklace. A necklace would look really, really nice. I just decided those were the last of my beads. That's why I did that particular design.
Love that.
But it's got such, there's the bead
fab, isn't it?
It's got such a diverse.
We've got the bead stoppers here as well. I'm hoping the quantity of these is good, because last time that we had these, we were last of stock. So I'm thinking we've got some more. They are last of stock. Last of stock. Now these, they're just genius. I love them. It's just the simplest idea that someone's gone, do you know what I could really do with something to just stop those beads coming off that strand. They are fabulous, they really are. All you need to do, if you've got some work in progress and that you need to go off do something, or you need to turn that up, you don't want those gemstones to come off, you just pop your bead stopper on your thread wherever you need it, on your strand, and look at that. So they're not coming off there. It also gives you an opportunity to think as you design. So in other words, if you haven't actually worked out your design, seen the design in your head and worked out the mechanics of the design, you can, by using these bead stoppers, you can actually
design by the second, as it were, grow it and think, well, I'll pop the bead stopper there and see what it looks on the other side, and then finish off the design. I mean, they are incredibly useful.
They are.
You know, you might not think that they are, but they are. Like I've just said, I wish I'd got one to hand then when I wanted to carry on the other side of that bracelet.
It's one of those things as well, I think, where you do use, and then when you can't find them, you wonder how you manage
it's
without
annoying.
them.
I mean, you can tie a knot. You can do all sorts of things that you've then got to undo or cut off and shorten whatever you're using. But they're just a brilliant, simple idea, and it covers a wealth of problems that you might have while you're making.
It really does, doesn't it? And you're going to get 12 pieces as well there, so that's fantastic. So for those of you that, you know, perhaps do your craft fairs and you've got any work in progress that you need to carry in your bag and stuff like that, put one of your bead stoppers on. You know, that allows you to just stop what you're doing, carry them off in your craft bag or whatever, and then just carry on, and you know that's going to be still together perfectly how you left it when you get that back out to work on. It's $6.95. That's one of those invaluable pieces.
It is. I mean, you're quite right there. Work in progress. That's something that I do quite a lot.
Yeah.
Particularly commissions, when you want to show somebody where you are with that particular design. So something like that is absolutely wonderful to leave it there safely, and then you can easily take away if you want to by unclipping it, or leave it there and add.
Yeah, I think there's 12 of them as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant, isn't it? Well done if you've got those, and if you've got them in the baskets, just make sure you check it out. Let's go and have a look at some of our Wall of Fame entries for today. Welcome back. We've got some Wall of Fame entries for you this morning. The Wall of Fame takes place every Wednesday. It's drawn on a Wednesday morning. Now, the winner gets £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up gets £50 credited to their account. Now, all you have to do is send us pictures of the pieces that you're making. It's that easy. Then you will go into the draw and we'll pick somebody at random. If you're making them anyway, you may as well send them in and show them off. Have a look at these. These are beautiful. This is number 382. And, oh, this is from Sharon. Sharon Townsend. I met Sharon on the workshop a couple of weeks ago. And you did, didn't you, Ollie? I think you had a photo taken with. Yes, you had a photo taken with it. Yes. She says, hello JM, here is my simple pair of earrings, all from JM. Lots of love from Sharon Townsend. Sharon, they are lovely. I love those.
Sorry, I really see what
they're beautiful, aren't they?
It's unusual, isn't it?
It is very unusual. I love this design.
So do I.
Very trendy,
multimedia really there, isn't it?
Beautiful. Good look, Sharon.
This is number 383, and this has got the most astonishingly beautiful labradorite pendant on there I think I've ever seen on a photograph. And it's from Richard. And Richard says, doesn't say where you're from, Richard. Hello, JewelleryMaker. Here's my Wall of Fame entry I made. What I made on the Sunday Experience on the 9th of August with the help from the gorgeous Hannah Osborne. And that's lots of love from Richard. I remember you, Richard, now. Yeah, I do. I remember you working on that piece. It's beautiful.
Love that.
Beautiful. 383, Richard.
This one is from Catherine in Cleveland, and she says, I bought this stunning stone from a little shop in Whitby because it was crying out to be wire wrapped. I had no idea how I was going to do this, but this is how it turned out. I used the antique copper wire and navy silk cord to hang it on, both from JM, and I'm really pleased with it. Hope you like it too. Catherine, I love it. They are gorgeous. They're so unusual, so organic.
Exactly, I was about to say that.
Beautiful. Loving them. Good luck, Catherine. They're fab.
This is 384, and it's a lovely selection. Really beautifully photographed as well. So it's 384, and it's from Kathy in St Helens. Kathy says, hi all at JewelleryMaker Towers. This is a set I made called Amazonian. It is green howlite, Amazonite and rose gold plated findings. Hope you like it, and good luck to all in the draw. Absolutely beautiful collection there, Kathy. Gorgeous. And you're 384.
Lovely.
Lovely.
What a little shoe.
I know, isn't it cute? Yeah.
This one is number 386, and this is from Laura. And she says, "Hi JM team, this is my latest entry for the wall, which consists of a matching earring and pendant set I made for an order. All components are from JM. I hope you like it. Keep up the great shows, offers and inspiration. Best wishes from Laura." Laura, I love these pendant finders that we've had. They're beautiful. In fact, I had them just the other day and they are gorgeous, so simple, but look at those designs. How expensive do they look? Very. They would go really well with what we've got coming up after the break for you, actually. Black onyx coming up for you. Look at that, it's high end. I want them. They are gorgeous. And we've got loads more deals coming up with, for you, and some more Hall of Fame entries as well, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Join our guest designer Mark Smith on his Makes for Men DVD. You'll experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating men's jewellery. This DVD will cover how to make a slip knot, railroad bracelet, metal with leather techniques, cufflinks, a wraparound bracelet and a ball chain bracelet. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Today I've been on the micro macrame course with Deb Rudge and it's been absolutely fantastic. I've not really done any macrame before and I was a bit apprehensive as to whether I'd cope with it, but Deb is such a good teacher. She's so patient and very concise with her instructions, so I've learnt quite a lot today and I'm very pleased with the little owl I made. And at the moment we're now going through doing a free form, which is letting your imagination run away with you, taking it whichever direction you'd like to. So anybody who's not really done any macrame but would like to have a go, it is a fantastic course to start with.
welcome back. Black onyx for you now. Do you know, I was just looking at that there, thinking, do you know, Dion could have told me that was black spinel, and I'd have said, yeah. It's lovely, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Just like black spinel. This is the great thing about gemstones like this, is, you know, it's all about the luster, isn't it, with your black onyx as well. So effectively, oh wow, look at the quality of these gemstones. They look so high-end, so boutique, don't they? And look at the size of each of these. The fact that these are encased in solid 925 sterling silver is just dreamy. One of those, I mean, look at the size of that on my hand there. Statement ring, that is a cocktail piece of jewellery, isn't it? You know, that is a show-stopping piece of jewellery. That's the kind of design that you're going to wear. Hand grabbers, I call them. You know when you're wearing that ring and everybody picks up your hand. Oh, where'd you get that from? It's one of those. One of those, isn't it? They are just fantastic. You have 7 individual gemstones on that strand. The quality is incredible. And you have 925 sterling silver. Whoopsie. That'll be the chain I was quietly trying to take off there. Bonk. I didn't want to take that off, but I just have to hold this up. Oh, hello. No, look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, literally from daytime to evening, completely transforming an outfit. You know, even if it was just one of these, choker style, or a long drop on some chain. Oh wow. Even from there, that looks incredible. Do you know what? I'm going to have to multi-buy this strand, because normally with strands like this, I'd say, do you know, I'd probably use just one of those, you know, in a ring, in a pendant. But seeing that as it is, I want this look, and I want all those statement rings, and I want the earrings as well. So I'm going to have to multi-buy for this one. Customer, nice bracelet, Hannah. I know. It's all right, isn't it? Oh, this bracelet. Oh, this. The best ruby we've ever had. With solid sterling silver. I'm sure that Linda said I could borrow this for my holiday.
Well, shall we share it?
Yeah.
Can we share it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
That's a good deal. I'm happy with that.
That's a deal then.
Yeah,
okay.
Brilliant. That's coming up for you in half an hour's time. Not too long to wait. Thanks. It's gorgeous. I love this strand. Now, black onyx, in fact, I can't remember the last time I had black onyx. You know, I've had black agate, we've had spinel. Black onyx, I don't even know if I have had it in the last 4 or 5 months, to be honest. Gorgeous, gorgeous gemstone with so much luster. Can you imagine just one of these in a strand of pearls? 1920s vintage glamour. You would have the most red carpet. I'm just going to bring these pearls over actually. That, oh, wow. Yeah, 1920s. One of those dropped in there would look fantastic, wouldn't it? They're meant for each other. They are gorgeous. So you've got 7 individual gemstones on this strand that are really, really sizable, approximately 18 millimeters in size. Now you've got 65 carats across 7 gemstones. So we're looking at approximately 8-9 carats per gemstone. They are huge, aren't they? One of these wire wrapped into a ring would look beautiful. Earrings. Oh my word. I'm thinking, you know, this is your special event, isn't it? You know that special occasion you've got? Earrings. You can have the entire suite. The ring, The bracelet, it is indeed a little black dress strand. You are absolutely right there, Ollie. They are stunning. And the fact that they are encased in 925 sterling silver, that's already going to add value to your piece of jewellery because of that 925 that you've got there. What would you do with these, Linda? I need to multi-buy, I think.
Yes, yeah, I think if you can multi-buy, then I'd probably urge you to do that, simply because it's one of those strands that shout drama at you, doesn't it? So used like that, simply restrand it with some perhaps sterling silver spacers in between.
Yeah.
Even the tiny little spacers would work, you know, because you've got that big backdrop of drama there. Or then we can just go to the other side of the spectrum really and just use one, either on a choker or again the other side of the spectrum on a long lariat, or one as a charm. On a sort of a sizable chain, again, use a sizable chain for a bracelet and just put one on. You know, you can do double whammy there. You can go for something quite discreet but dramatic, or you can go something that absolutely shouts drama. Can't you?
Definitely.
And of course, being black, there's nothing that you can't work with it.
Exactly.
But I'd like to work more
everything.
Silver with that, to be honest.
Me too, Linda. Just crisp, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
perfect. That is just gorgeous, as it is. You know, or just simple statement rings with this. Right. If this were black spinel of this kind of carat weight, I think we'd be looking at $69.95, maybe more. I think that's been quite conservative, $69.95. You could have had me fooled easily. You have the look of black spinel. You've essentially got the look of black diamonds because you've got that incredible lustre there. It's all about the lustre within this gemstone. There is no way, if this was black spinel, we would be able to do this price tag for you today. If you don't have this, do you know what? You've got your money back on one ring. And some. One of these in a ring, I am more than happy to pay £30 for that. Easily. Easily. £50 pair of earrings? Yeah, definitely. In fact, we've got a solid sterling silver chain coming up in the kit with this ruby. Oh, you know that solid sterling silver chain? We're giving you that for free. Oh, yeah, we're throwing that in. Oh, yeah, with some solid sterling silver wire with the ruby. Yeah. Yeah. ETDL 97. Collector in 5. Susan in Leicestershire, Leslie in Merseyside, Marilyn in Bridgend, Sharon in Yorkshire, Pravinda, Jackie, Stella, Corolla, you've just joined me in Oxfordshire. £21.95. We've essentially done all the work here for you. You know, I'm always saying time is money. We faceted the gemstone for you. We've bezel set that into 925 sterling silver for you. That is an incredibly high-end look. And we've saved you a lot of time by doing that. $21.95 ETDL 97 is your code for that one. If you're on the telephone lines, hit that #1 button as soon as you possibly can. I'd be getting this home. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. A little bit unsure? Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. Do you know what I think? I think if you got this home and you just said to your friends and family, oh, look at this. What do you think of this? They'd think you'd paid an absolute fortune for that look. Gorgeous. Okie dokies. We've had a text in. Pop those down there. Ruby. Right. If you have got to go out today, and I mean absolutely have to. Absolutely have to. You know, absolute emergency. Just don't do it at 10:30. 25 minutes. I'll put my neck on the line. I'm happy to say it. It's the best ruby I've ever seen here at Gemporia. Ever. Wow. Isn't that incredible? Amanda in Cornwall says, please, where can I find how to make a wire-wrapped ring from a top jewel gem? Amanda in Cornwall. Where can you find? You can go onto YouTube. There's lots of tutorials and stuff on YouTube. You can have a look on there. Go and have a look. There'll be absolutely tons on there, won't there, Linda?
Absolutely. Even on our website, I think you may find one. But if you can sort of scroll back through the Facebook pictures, you know, on if you go into photos and albums on the JewelleryMaker Facebook site, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of photographs of previous jewellery.
Yeah.
And if you look back, perhaps look for Sammy or Alison or Laura.
Yeah.
Laura Binding will have done many,
yeah.
and then you'll be able to track that date for the YouTube. You know, that's the easiest way to start.
Yeah.
Look on Facebook, go through all the albums, and then look at the date, and then put that date into the YouTube on the site.
Yeah, and
You'll
if you
definitely find them.
post the question on the Jewellery Maker Facebook page, somebody
Yes.
will help you, because you're so good at that at home. Lots of people have at each other as well. And I don't just mean guest designers, I mean you at home, our audience. You're so good at it. So yeah, perhaps post something on Facebook.
Our media team will come back on that as well. If you post on Facebook, our media team will pick it up, and then we'll get in touch with the relevant designers who will come back and tell you exactly how to.
Fab. Okay. Let's go to... I'm going to go to Bond Street. I like that. I like to go there quite a lot. In my head, that is. Back in Hannah's world. So let's go to Bond Street. And you're walking past a boutique jewellers, really high-end jewellers. It's Bond Street, it's going to be, isn't it? And you see these pearls in the window. And it says, white culture pearls, 9 by 8 millimeters, no price tag. What are you thinking? Would you go in and ask? I don't think the majority of us would we? We wouldn't, would we? Realistically, you're on Bond Street, strand of pearls of this quality, of this size, and they're white. Yeah, probably not. How would you feel if the next day you were having your breakfast and flicking through the newspaper, and it said, there was a headline saying, Bond Street Jewellers sells genuine strand of pearls for under £50. Causes chaos. Queues down the road. Sell out. You'd be like, oh, why did I not just go in and ask? Why didn't I go in and ask? Why did I assume that they were thousands of pounds? Why did you assume that they were thousands of pounds? Because of the quality. Because they are genuine pearls, and they are perfect, aren't they? Look at the quality of these. Don't sit there in 5 minutes' time thinking, oh, why did I not just pick up the phone? Why did I not just check out my basket? Do it now, because you know we will not let you down. They are huge. You know, in the pearl industry, once we're looking past 7 millimeters in a pearl, that price tag can pretty much do what it likes. You are looking at huge pearls. Think Audrey Hepburn, think Marilyn Monroe, think Elizabeth Taylor, think your Hollywood icons. These are genuine pearls. We say no to faux here at Jewellery Maker. There's nothing fake, nothing synthetic. These have taken years and years to culture. 9 by 8 millimeters in size. There's a millimeter in it. They look pretty perfect, don't they? At a glance, they look round. They look perfectly round. Now, when it comes to valuing pearls, there's 3 things that are taken into consideration. One is roundness, one is size, and one is pearlescence. I think it's fair to say we have ticked every single box on this strand. If I were to see this strand in a high street jeweller's at, let's say, £300, £300? I think that was a pretty good price tag on the high street, to be honest. As I said earlier on, I saw a strand for 3 figures, thought it was a great price, went in only to find out that they were synthetics, that they were fakes. And very recently, that customer that came in said she bought the strand for £19.95, restranded them, added a solid sterling silver clasp, had them valued at £495. I did warn you. I did warn you. Just be quick. Do you know, if you took 2 of these pearls 2 of these pearls in a pair of earrings, easily £25, £30, £50, depending on where you're selling, with solid sterling silver. That is anything from £30 to £50 in a pair of earrings. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 50 pearls in this strand. 50 pearls. Pair of what do you think, Linda? A pair of pearl earrings, just 2 of those, with solid sterling silver earring findings.
Easily 50, but easily 50. But then I think again it all depends where that shop actually is. But I think I'd probably go around more likely 80 with that size. Yeah. To be honest, they're so significant, aren't they?
And that's for 2.
And that's just for 2.
25 pairs of earrings in this strand. It is that simple. If you're coming in for these, do you know what? I'd come in for the ruby. 18 days. Do you know what? Oh, hang on a minute. Did you not just say to me, like half an hour ago, oh, you're going on holiday again? Oh.
Yeah.
And there's Dion telling me it's 18 days until she goes to Jamaica. She went on holiday at the same time that I went on holiday, and you're having a dig at me. You're still going? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, you're going to the Bahamas. Oh, honestly, Dion, don't even talk to me anymore. Ruby and pearls are £50 for a pair of earrings. And actually, Linda said up to 80, depending on where you're selling. £50 for a pair of earrings, 25 pairs. That's... Can I just do the maths on that? Just correct me, because I've probably worked it out massively wrong. A pair of earrings at £50, and there's 25 pairs in this strand. Is it? Shh. Shush. Never. £2,500. Dion, we can go on holiday again with one of those strands. That is a good holiday. £2,500. I'm multi-buying. No brainer. Woo! Okay. Sorry, what were we doing? I've completely lost my trail of thought. £2,500. Gravy. Gravy strand.
Gravy.
That's not gravy. Wow. Okay, let me do these strands. These are fab. They are so fun. These, you know, I like these for wish bracelets. Which one should we do first? The rabbits. Oh, they are so cute. Have a look at these. They are gorgeous. Beautiful. Look at the iridescence that you've got in these. You've got some gorgeous pinks and greens coming through here. Aren't they so cute? Do you know what I'm thinking with these wish bracelets? You know the Aslan that we had in the kit earlier on? Simple wish bracelets. They are perfect. These are so cute. I've never ever seen these before. Those of you ladies that are on trend, you go and have a look. If you go shopping today, have a look in your ladies' clothing stores. Animal motifs everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. In your clothing, in your accessories, in your handbags. If you've got a glossy magazine at home right now, just go and have a flick through. You'll find some somewhere. Clothing, jewellery. It's everywhere right now. These are so cute. Just one of those in a bracelet. That's going to look really, really pretty, isn't it? I think we are on to something here. We really are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Approximately 23 in this strand alone. Oh... They are really fun. Ollie was just saying it was GCSE result day yesterday. Gifts. Perfect. Perfect. I love, love, love these. What would you do with these, Linda?
You know, I said earlier with the first kit that sort of a Bohemian look is really going to be massive. Well, it's always there, but it's going to be number one trend.
Definitely.
you can certainly work those into that, because sort of Bohemian jewellery is very often really busy, stacked, really busy strand wise and that, and very asymmetrical and very differing lengths. So you could end up having a multi-gemmed necklace, let's say, and then occasionally drop one of those little rabbits from a chain, so that you get a very zigzaggy looking, or a very sort of, I don't mean to say the word untidy, but it's the only thing, because that is exactly what it, and get that look, and it works every time, and it really proves that you end up with something that is really interesting. You're not only looking at a piece of dressy jewellery, but you're looking at something behind that. Do you know what I mean? And with that sort of shell as well, it's going to have that gleam to it, so it will pop.
Pretty, isn't it? They're so pretty. I'm thinking as well, with the others that we've got coming up as well, I've got some doves and fish here as well. Earrings, you know, you know, you know, as Linda was saying, asymmetrical designs. Those untidy is the best word, I think, to describe the kind of boho chic look. You could have one rabbit, one dove, definitely. I'm telling you now. Remember where you saw these. This is going to be a big look. It really is. You know, think about you know, the likes of, I'm thinking of you know, kind of your Sienna Millers, your Kate Moss, your Fern Cotton, in the glossy magazines, you know, when they're packed wearing so-and-so, you know, that's the look. That is the look that you have here. These are fantastic, they really are. Designer name next to that, woo! Imagine. Approximately 23 of the rabbits. You've got simple wish bracelets, they'd look fantastic. Earrings, gorgeous. Asymmetric design in a necklace, wow.
You know,
$6.95.
Sorry, you are right. You really are absolutely on the nail there when you say about designer look, because if we look at somebody, say a celebrity, we then perceive, well, whatever they're wearing is normally expensive.
Yeah, of course.
Normally high end. And you look at it and you think, whoa, what? I wonder where they got that from and that. But now you can do just the same. And as Hannah said, you know, be there as one of the first to put them on if you're selling. Put them there, because people, it's a bit like a wedding dress with a celebrity or a royal or something. The next day it's all there. So sort of preempt that a little bit. And at $6.95, you know, why not just have it there and make it up, and you'll be absolutely staggered. I think that whoa, there it is. Exactly what I was looking for.
Exactly what's going to happen with these. I'm sure you're going to see them everywhere. They are so on trend. We have really got onto something here with these. Have these. Make yourself a fabulous design. Wear that. Do you know what? You're going to get so many people asking you about that design because they're so unique. They're so individual. It's going to be, you know, if I wore that, or I saw Dion wearing it this morning, I'd be like, oh, where'd you get that from then? I like that. This is so unique. It's one of those designer looks that you could have at a fraction, at a minimal fraction of the price. $6.95. There's approximately 23 in this strand as well. That is pence each. Pence each. Ollie's going with, you know, he's like, oh my God, I'm going to do this with hen do's and stuff like that. Definitely, you know, they could be your charms, wine glass charms, anything like that, you know. There's just so much that you could do with them. So much fun. CZGP 28. There's so many of you checked out and so many of you multi-buying. Can I just, you know, in you know, maybe a few months, a year, when this has taken off massively and your A-listers are rocking this kind of look, just remember where you got these from. Just remember where you heard it first. $6.95. Joyce in the Isle of Wight ×2. Annette in the West Midlands ×2. If anybody would like me to, you know, model any of their designs, I'd be more than happy to. Do you know what I love? I do love, you know, I mean, we all, you know, a lot of us wear jewellery. We love jewellery, don't you know, whatever it may be, whether it be the pearl earrings or anything like that. But when you've got something different, you know, it does grab the attention of other people and it makes people ask you where you got that piece from. How good does it feel when you say, oh yeah, I just made that. Made it.
And also, you know, it opens out your market a little bit to perhaps the boho chic sort of student type, but also you're opening up to the younger the younger ones, because you know, if say a youngster, 12, 13, 14, comes over and sort of says, oh wow, look at that, can I buy that for a friend?
Yeah.
You know, you've cracked that sort of first sale, and then they're going to continue to look. But you've also got those levels of audience, really, that are going to be, so, oh wow, I'd love that. That's that pretty. You've always got sort of trendy. There's a very good jeweller that does a lot of stuff in perspex in London.
Yeah.
And she uses a lot of animal shapes. And there was a big black rabbit and a big black cat on just strung onto a chain.
Yeah.
And that was nearly £100.
Well,
I noticed that a few weeks
this is the
ago.
thing, and you know, a designer. I mean, we you know, we do it as research. You know, we have to. You know, Ashley Clark, Alex Monroe, Monica Veneda, loads and loads of designers. If a designer like that were to take one of these and pop them into a design, and you were looking at a price tag of, I don't know, maybe a simple bracelet at like kind of £80 to £100, you'd be like, oh, I saw a strand for £6.95. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Right, so those are the rabbits. What should we do next? I think these are my favourite. Love these. Oh, look at these. And actually, something that I do need to point out, which I didn't with the rabbits, but the work that has gone into these is unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I love them. I love them. How fab are these? It does the stone does really work with these, because you've got the iridescence that you would have from the scales of a fish. You've got the iridescence from the shell there as well. These, again, you know, do it now if you're watching on the web. Check out, you know, recent trends. Check out current fashion. You know, with clothing, with your jewellery, with your accessories as well. I think these are my favourites. I love them. You know, going back to the time that's taken, I mean, these have been hand carved. The rabbits, fish, the doves. You know, not anybody can do that, you know. If I attempted to do this, it probably wouldn't look anything like a fish, if I'm honest. You know, it takes an incredibly skilled person to do this. So think again, the time that's just gone into one of these. Oh, they're so pretty. So I like these as earrings. Earrings, do you know what? We're going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm going to count them for you, actually. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 39 approximately in this strand you've got there. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And again, you could, you know, perhaps have a fish and a rabbit as your pair of earrings if you wanted to. Again, very, very on trend. 18 pence each. 18 pence each. Did anybody watch that programme about a very famous shoe designer last week?
Yeah. Fabulous, wasn't it?
Love his shoes. I do. Love them. But when you watch programmes like that and you see where these materials are sourced,
exactly,
it's all about the design. It's not about the materials. You're
you
paying for
are.
that name, aren't you?
Exactly,
Oh,
yeah,
and
you're
plus,
right.
I couldn't have walked in half of them, if I'm honest, Linda.
Yeah.
It was the Frenchman. Yes.
with the red sole.
Christian. Oh, honestly, fab. Anyway, and Nicole in Florida. Hello again from Singapore.
Wow.
Wow. Worldwide. Worldwide. Do you think it could be our Jenny Cleary? She is on her way back, isn't she? She's on her way back now. She could be stopping off in Singapore. Customer says, so any of those carved shell into a crochet design. Absolutely. Do you know what? Oh, Linda, you know the aqua-coloured? You can have the fish swimming through,
Absolutely. You know, I was
you?
just thinking that. I'm glad that was mentioned, because last week I'd got a kit, and it was a couple of weeks ago, I'd actually got some shell doves, and I sort of made a little branch, and then with the turquoise nuggets made it look a bit tree-esque, and then popped the dove in. You could do that. It's always a good idea to, if you sell jewellery, to have perhaps a little quirky section. Yeah. And that'll give you a bit of a signature as well. That, you know, that's where you can go for something out of the ordinary. And then think about how to make that little stylised scene. We've got some blue gemstones onto wire, and have that little fish position there. There's always always an audience for things like that.
Definitely.
Because it's different.
Yeah, absolutely. Pauline in Yorkshire says, I have 2 strands of the fish in white and they are gorgeous. Just bought the beige strand and the rabbits. Can't wait to get naked. Yes. And a shout out to Louise in Manchester from our Dion. Just because Dion thinks she's lovely. Shout out. Shout out to all of you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. That is an incredible deal. If you've got those in your basket, you need to be checking those. There's so many of you multi-buying. I'm so glad that you've got them. You're not going to regret coming in for these. I love those fish. Oh. Look at these. Oh, do you know what? As I've just held this strand like that, I thought, do you know what? Actually, those fish would have been perfect for a mobile as well. You know, in a children's bedroom, you know, if you're into your textiles or interior design, obviously as long as it's in a safe place, out of reach, but wouldn't that look fantastic on a mobile or, you know, from a lampshade?
I saw a lampshade actually done in actual shell the other day. I was looking through one of my old hobbycraft, not Hobbycraft the shop, a Hobbycraft book.
Yeah.
And I saw a little lampshade with shell stuck all around the lamp, and wouldn't that look lovely as a border?
Beautiful.
You know, at that price,
Beautiful.
it would look great, wouldn't it?
Oh, we've only got 50, only had, I should say. Price in straight away, the computer can't even keep up with the quantity here. You're going to have to check these out. They are fabulous. You've got your doves, the fish and the rabbits. Oh, I'm just, you know what, I never even thought about textiles and stuff, and, you know, they'd just be gorgeous. Perfect. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a good 30 in there, in that strand as well. Well done. If you got those, I'm going to have to get those afterwards, you know. Right, are you ready for the ruby? Right. Now, we did give you a heads up earlier on. Oh, I don't want to do this. You know, sometimes we're like, there's not enough. Like, there's actually not enough. And the fact that I've already told you that we're bringing you the best ruby, in my opinion, that we've ever had, and we're going to throw in a rubichon cabochon, a solid sterling silver chain, solid sterling silver spacer beads, and solid sterling silver wire for free. I'd rather not do this one. Can we just move on? Can we just forget about this one? This ruby, hand on heart. You know, I've been with the Genuine Gemstone Company for a very long time. It's the nicest strand I have ever seen. For colour, for quality. This is, I mean, look at that. If you close your eyes and imagine the colour of ruby, yeah? Open them. I bet it wasn't that good, was it? Look at that. That is like my dream colour in ruby. And it's 100% natural. Oh, do you know what? This makes up only 5% of the entire world's ruby. Only 5% is natural. 95% of ruby is treated in some way, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. Where there's room for improvement, we'll do it. But there isn't with this. There is no way we can improve on the work of Mother Nature here at all. This is Mother Nature at its absolute finest. So let's take the fact that you have 30 carats just in this strand alone of ruby. Ruby, which is one of the most precious gemstones on the planet. It features in the crown jewels. That's how precious this gemstone is. You've got 5% of completely natural ruby. 5% of the entire world's ruby. That's bonkers. This is so rare and so beautiful. Now, when I came in this morning, I actually said to Linda, oh, this is the kit that's 3 figures, isn't it? This is a ruby. It's a natural ruby. We're over £100 for this one. I didn't bat an eyelid. Didn't bat an eyelid. The quality of the ruby that we've got here, all day, every day, couple of £100. The carat weight and the quality. In fact, do you know what? I'm not going to take it off. No, actually, second thoughts, I'm not. But look at the richness of colour in that ruby. It doesn't get any better than what we have here. You have 30 carats in your ruby rondelles, not to mention a 7 carat natural Ratnapuri ruby. Again, 7 carats of natural ruby in one gemstone. Do you know what? This kit, fit for royalty, I tell you. Look at how much ruby you've got in the strand. Look at that. Oh, just colour, brilliance, sparkle. It's just got it all. And you're looking at 5% of the world's ruby here. Natural ruby. Now, we know we should be at £112.70. We are bringing you solid stuff. It had to be, didn't it? You know, again, it's ruby, it's natural. We can't compromise with the precious metal we're going to bring you in this kit. Solid sterling silver all the way. You have a chain, good to go. You've got your extended chain and your bolt ring clasp on there, 16 to 18 inches in length. 925 sterling silver. Wow. The wire. When was the last time you saw solid sterling silver wire? How many times have I had cabochons over the last week or two and said, I'd use solid sterling silver wire. If you've got solid sterling silver wire, if you can get your hands on solid sterling silver wire, do it. You've got solid sterling silver wire there. You have a metre of your 0.8mm gauge, and you've got 5 metres of your 0.4mm gauge. I know. We don't do things by half, do we? And then all of these spacer beads, solid sterling silver, 100 pieces. Can I just say, I know, let's not make any bones about it. This is going to be a considered purchase, okay? Considered purchase. People are already checking out this price tag, and we are not staying there today. If you can, multi-buy. The ruby, just that ruby strand on its own, I wouldn't bat an eyelid if that by itself was way into 3 figures.
Oh. Whoa, Dion.
The cabochon by itself. Natural ruby, massive carat weight in one single solitaire. The strand by itself in 3 figures. We are essentially today bringing you the strand and everything else for free. The ruby cabochon, solid sterling silver wire, 6 metres of solid sterling silver. Stop! I can't stop buying, says Pauline. Oh. I'm sorry, Pauline.
Well, I mean, it's a real investment, this one, though, isn't it?
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? Do you know, earlier on this morning, we're talking about this bracelet that I'm wearing. It's the first thing I picked up this morning. We said this morning, and I still think I'm being quite conservative. This bracelet, Linda, I think minimum of £200.
Oh, absolute minimum. Absolute minimum. Absolutely. I've sort of I put this together, and then obviously it arrives to me. And when I took the ruby out, it was just, my heart just quit. And that's the truth. It is now, actually, because it is the best I've ever seen.
Look at the colour.
But, well, the colour, that's specifically what I'm about to mention. I just looked, I did some research on ruby, and apparently the highest quality, the most, let's say the most desired ruby, which equates to the highest sort of quality and desirability, is always works well with price, doesn't it? If it's desirable, price will shoot up. And apparently the blood red ruby, and there's the most expensive ruby in the world is called the sunrise ruby, and it's this colour.
Do you know, I wish we had a couple of hundred. Mirabelle and Mary Young says, hi Han, just tuned in. What sumptuous, juicy red rubies. My favourite gem and both our birthstones. I know. Do you know it is, Mirabelle? And this is why I think, you know, me and Linda are going to share the bracelet. I haven't got any ruby. And I don't know why. It's my birthstone as well, and I'm just like, I don't know why I haven't got around to getting any. But if there's any of this kit left, which it's not looking good, if not, Linda and I are going to share the bracelet. Jan in South Yorkshire says, wow, got mine, thank you. Brought the pearls too. Can you imagine those pearls with this ruby?
Even if you just pop one of the, say that largest rondelle that's in the because they're graduated, which is divine. That largest one is a tiny little drop using the silver wire from a choker pearl necklace. Wow.
You are so lucky. There are a few of you multi-buying for that as well. I'm really sorry if you missed out. Really, really sorry if you missed out on that. Especially me. Solid sterling silver findings pack now. You know, with your pearls earlier on, the ruby that we've just had, any of your big five, it's got to be solid sterling silver. With that ruby, you can't compromise at all. That's like the best ruby that you have there. So we've got a solid sterling silver findings pack. It's both of these, Dion.
Yeah.
Wow. This is like two.
Yeah, they're sort of two different ones, which is absolutely fantastic to have two different ones. It was sort of this earring finding.
Oh, look. I don't even know where to start. I'm just looking thinking, I am a solid sterling silver girl, and whatever, you know, whatever gemstone you put with this is going to add value to your piece of jewellery. You've got 10 of your crimp covers in there. You've got 10 of your crimps. You've got 15 of your silver ball headpins in there. You've got a lobster chain clasp, 5x9mm. You've got another lobster clasp in there, 6x11mm. You've got 2 pairs of your fancy earring hooks there, 12x7mm. 3 of your open jump rings, 5mm. 8-inch chain there, approximately 2x2 links. And then you've got 15 pieces of your head pins. You have 10 of your crimp covers, 10 of your crimps there. You've got your shepherd's hooks, 2 pairs, 45 pieces. Wow. You have your lobster clasp, 1 of your lobster clasps in that kit as well, 11x6. You've got 3 of your open jump rings there, 5 by 0.8. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just the inner diameter.
Okay,
and then
5 by 0.8, make a pigeon. And you've got your chain in there as well. That is 8 inches in length, and you've got your toggle clasp as well. What? There's so much. You've got so much. That is a lot of sterling silver that you have in both of these kits. They are beautiful. Silver being the most lustrous of all of your precious metals. So even with no gemstones, I mean, if you were just to wear the chain by itself, simple bracelet.
You can do the same bracelet, but use the chain instead of those little spacers.
You could, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, decisions. And you've got both. Oh! Do you know, when I literally tried to look a week ago for solid sterling silver upstairs in the office, I found one findings kit, and I'm sure that the price tag was around £20 for one kit. You've essentially got 2 here. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, fine. Solid sterling silver, the ruby, the pearls that we had earlier on. Look at these earring findings. They're so pretty.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. They're so effortlessly chic.
They are. That's the thing. They're so simple, sophisticated. You know, chic, elegant. Chic, They're beautiful. Those with the rubies on, Linda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. You have so much solid sterling silver there. Do you know what? In fact, you've got your money back on one bracelet, haven't you?
Easily.
Solid sterling silver.
And you know, if you're used to working with silver, then you'll know exactly what it is that you're getting.
Yeah.
If you're not used to working with sterling silver, then you're in for a real treat, to be honest, because it is so tactile. I mean, I know now, I don't even have to look or see a label or anything. I know, you know, if this is sterling I'm working with. It is so easy to work with. I mean, that necklace there, you know, it was just so easy to make because I'm using sterling silver, and it is just so easy to train it. And also, if you do make a mistake, you get more than one go at it. Well, far more than one.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Before it'll fracture.
Just fabulous designs. Okay, Linda, what are you going to show us then?
I'll probably have to sort of, I know we're against a time thing at the minute, but the necklace on the end, the necklace with the cabochon on, I think you'll be able to work that out from the photograph that will go on to. It's all made in the separate parts. They're sort of those S shapes. I'm sure if you really look at it, you'll be able to see how those components are made using a bezel, a shaper, whatever you want to use, and then wired together with the 0.4. So if you just look at that and you want to do that, then you'll be able to see. And also the cabochon, I've just put on a little bit of backing fabric, and then I've stitched the little silver spaces around it. If you're a wire worker, then you can wire wrap or net that cap beautifully. The necklace on the end there with those sort of little droplets inside is with the 0.8 silver wire. Now, with silver wire, I tend to warm it slightly just by running my finger and thumb along it, just to give it a natural curve, because it comes in a little pack. In a plastic bag. It's not wrapped around a reel, so encourage its natural curve if that's the end product that you want, something with a curve, and warm it up a little. It'll warm up beautifully, sterling silver will. And then I'm using my magic ring mandrel. I love this mandrel, I use it for so many things. And then again, choosing your size, which is again, if you want to make that design and have it as a little bracelet charm, then you could go on the narrower end. I think I went about midway. So I've taken actually a very generous amount of silver wire here, but perhaps take it off and work it off of the reel of the wire first, and then you're not going to waste any. You can see it. I mean, I'm not going to waste it anyway because I can use it in a myriad of designs. And then simply pull together, leaving a gap. See, let me turn it that way. I've got like a gap. Oh, sorry, I've got a gap there now, okay? Giving me like a teardrop shape. Now, if I just slip that off, and then let it spring back, then I'm going to cut just about 1/2 centimetre beyond that little dent. Excuse me, taking my hands off, I didn't want to lose that wire. And then that's not quite level, so we'll hang on to that piece as well. And then using your round nose pliers, just go about 1 centimetre down, and then as you work this loop backwards, sort of put a little bit of tension on the bend here so that you get a sort of a curve look with it, okay? You're sort of looking for like a jug type of a look, and do the same on the other side. And then don't push it all the way together. You can, because you can open it. If you do push it together, don't worry too much about that, you can open it. And then just sort of ease it together. Beautifully done with sterling silver. And then what I did then was I got there's a jump ring. The next is those two are going to be held together with a jump ring. But prior to putting the jump ring on, what I actually did was I took the 0.4 wire and hoping to, let me just find, there's somewhere that I put out. There we go. I can show you on these head pins the sort of technique that you're looking for. But if you imagine this head pin is 0.4 wire to start with, okay? And that's the length that you need, about a head pin length, about 40 mils, okay? Or, well, I think this is slightly less, it's probably about 25, 30. Take about 40 mils of the 0.4 sterling silver wire, taking your round nose pliers. Don't necessarily go centre first time off, go a little bit further up, because these are sort of drops, and they're sort of random drops, if you see what I mean. And then if you use your finger to gently curve, okay, either side, just gently curve. You can see how beautifully strong the silver is here, but you see you've got that gentle curve. Now, on my actual design there, that little bobble end there is actually one of the sterling silver little spacer beads that's in with the kit. I just popped the tiniest, now I did use that glue that's super, okay, which is absolutely great for this, but with a very, very fine end. I put the tiniest little bit of glue on the end there. I popped the little sterling silver bead on, and I held it for less than a minute. Okay. And it stuck there beautifully. And then I did exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so then all you need to do is make as many of those as you want. I've probably got 5 there, an uneven, an odd number always makes a better look. It's like flower arranging. It always ends up looking a slightly better look. Again, as I say, if you sort of measure the drop that you've made of that initial cabochon edging, right, and then get your drops to fit. And then it's just simply a matter of opening up the jump ring that you're going to use. You can fix it to, let me use I'll use the little gap here to open because I haven't got 2 pairs. And then I sort of slip that on. Okay, and then I made the rest of them, another 4 of them, and then it was simply a matter then of getting the jump ring and sandwiching it in.
Righty-ho. Okay,
that's just a little bit fiddly, but trust me, it works. It has to work because I've already done it. Sorry if my head's in the way. Just the best you can. It's a little bit difficult on air because I'm not working in the natural way that I would be working when I'm making jewellery. So slip it on, and then it's a matter of closing it up so that you can take much more time at home. So that sort of will drop then at sort of a slanted level, which will give you that rocking effect. So if you imagine that they're all in there now, and then it's simply a matter of putting 2 jump rings onto these little curves here, and then 1 more jump ring, sandwiching the 2 jump rings, and then that can go on the neckline piece. And then it's simply a matter of sorting out your rubies. And when you're sorting out a graduated strand, work from both ends. So take 5 of the tinies from one end, 5 of the tinies from the other end, and then say 3 larger ones to pop in the middle, so that you've got that graduated look, and simply wire them on with the 4mm wire. I think that is really quite effective.
I love it, Linda. Really, really beautiful. It is really effective.
It is effective, and it's a little bit different. And also, obviously, that again would work simply amazingly as earrings.
Oh, yeah, earrings.
Just you can size them up or size it down, whatever.
That's a great thing with the pendant and the earrings is you've got that movement.
Yeah, exactly,
exactly. Solid sterling silver, love it. There are quite a few of you with those final packs still in your baskets. You can only do it if you check out. Don't miss out, quantity is getting quite low now. AFGC 90. Lots of you multi-buying. Do you know what you've essentially got buy one get one free there. That's incredible, $19.95. So if you have got that in your basket, do make sure you check it out. In the meantime, let's go and have a look at some more of your Wall of Fame entries. Welcome back. Wall of Fame entries for this week. This takes place on a Wednesday morning. The winner gets £100 credited to their account and the runner-up gets £50 credited to their account. And all you have to do is send us pictures of your designs. This entry is number 389. I love this, Catherine. Oh, gorgeous. This is from Catherine, and she says, this is a pair of earrings and pendant made from biwa pearls and tourmaline chips. The chain is one I made from sterling silver chain by the meter from JM. I just change the pendant every day. Love the show. Hope it's my turn this week. Catherine, I love that you can change it every week. It's fantastic. Fabulous. That's a great thing, isn't it, with the chains?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. I love that. Good luck, Catherine. That's gorgeous.
There's a couple of amazing designs here. Really stunning, really different. This is number 387. And it's from Jane in County Tipperary. What a beautiful part of the world. Jane says, here's my Wall of Fame entry. After receiving the lapis pendant that was in some need of help in bringing out its personality, I turned to the expert wisdom of JewelleryMaker and sat about giving it a facelift. So deciding that I would try my hand at being an Egyptian fairy goddess for the day, laugh, laugh, she says, I added lapis and carnelian chains, pearls, lapis tubes, rubies, emeralds, carnelian and gold-plated sterling silver spacers. Not quite the content with that I then made an arm vine, not quite content, I'm sorry, with that. I then made an arm vine with what was left over and an assortment of gold coloured wire and some flat shell pieces. So happy that I did though, because when glimpsed in the sunlight, both pieces sparkle off of the scale. Best luck to everybody and enchanted blessings, and that's from Jane. Jane, that's amazing, and I love that email.
That's lovely.
That was a joy to read.
This design, this is number 390, and this is from Colleen. And Colleen says, my entry for the Wall of Fame, I hope you like it. It's made out of copper wire ametrine and amethyst with rose gold findings. Love JM. And that's from Colleen. Colleen, that's beautiful. I love that big chunky look. It'd be great for my holiday.
This is gorgeous as well. This is going back to the colours of the first kit.
Wow.
It's really popular this time of the year. Sorry, you're 388, and it's from Anne. Anne doesn't say where she's from. Hi, Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a commission for a friend who saw my other jewellery. Turquoise coins and orange magnesite wheels. I used rose gold findings, including very pretty spacer beads. I think it's very striking, and I'm very pleased with it. Everything I used came from Jewellery Maker. I love the products. They're such good value. Fingers crossed for a win, and that's from Anne. Anne, stunning, beautiful. You're 388.
Fab. Look at these. Number 391 chainmail designs. These are gorgeous. This is from Paula in Essex, and Paula says, here are 2 chainmail bracelets made of 7mm jump rings, all from Jewellery Maker. The bottom one is a European 4-in-1 in orange aluminium jump rings with a gold clasp, and the top one is the European 6-in-1, all in the old antique bronze colour. Many thanks to Fleur for teaching these weaves. Thanks and best wishes to all. Paula in Essex. Paula, those are gorgeous. Chainmail's really, really popular. In fact, Claire, I saw on
yeah, it is, and I think that's down to Jewellery Maker. You know, with Debbie and Fleur, I think we've really brought chainmail into the sort of 21st century and making such glorious designs.
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's stunning.
They're fab, aren't they? And there is a chainmail show on Sunday morning here at Jewellery Maker, so do tune in there if you love your Jewellery Maker. Your chainmail. Ruby, did you miss out on the ruby in the kit? I'm sorry if you did, but do you know what? I've got some more coming up for you. Don't go anywhere. Look at that. I'll see you in just a sec. Glorious.
So this is number 17. Nothing as of yet, but you never know. We may just find something this time. Oh, we may be in luck. We may be in luck. This is my 17th one, Glenn tells me. I lost count, but Glenn's better on maths than I am. And he said number 17, and we have certainly got one piece. Yeah, that's a beauty.
Have you ever thought about making your jewellery making hobby into a business? Come and join our experienced jewellery maker and small business trainer, Angela Edwards, on a fun and relaxed day of tuition into the Jewellery Making Business Academy. Angela will teach you the basic business skills, including how to create a business plan, how to access current and potential customers. Angela will inform you how you should price your products to appeal to your customers and how to make it easier for you to sell to the right people at the right price. She will also teach you on how to use social networking to your advantage and gain a key knowledge on legal requirements and insurances. For more information, please contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click, and learn some new jewellery making techniques. JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Check this out. Check it out. Oh my gosh, this has got to be from the same parcel. Look at the quality. It's breathtaking. I mean, do we ever let you down? No, we don't, do we? Just exceptional. Now, we did have some incredible ruby, bigger carat weight in the kit, sold out. Sold out. We knew it would. I wish we had a couple of hundred of those kits, but we didn't, unfortunately. We've got some more ruby for you. Smaller carat weight, but equally as beautiful. Look at the sparkle on that. It's just incredible. This is what I love about delicate gemstones, because, you know, you wouldn't necessarily always think of ruby and associate sparkle with ruby, would you? You know, you want the colour. We've ticked the colour box. But because of the gemstones and the faceting, you've also got the sparkle there as well. Oh, that is dreamy. You have 17 carats in total. Again, you know, thinking about this as being one of your big five, you know, one of the most precious gemstones in the world. 17 carats is phenomenal, isn't it? It really, really is. I mean, look at that colour. Look at the colour and the brilliance and lustre that you have here. A 23 centimetre strand, 2x1 to 3x1 millimetres in size. If you've got any emerald in your stash, any sapphire, any of the diamonds, you've got to put them together. They would look phenomenal. Again, all of that solid sterling silver that we just had in that kit, wouldn't that look fantastic? For me, that would be a simple bracelet, solid sterling silver charm in there. You'd have the most elegant, most feminine piece of jewellery. And let's not forget, you know, it is ruby. That could be your family heirloom piece of jewellery, couldn't it? That could be the piece that you pass down through generations. That is ruby that we're talking about there. You know, I was saying the other day, I've got a glass bead necklace of my nana's. That's what I've got. I don't have any genuine gemstones passed down to me. That's incredible, isn't it, though, to have that. Also, imagine that family heirloom piece that's handmade by your fair hands. Spectacular, isn't it? 17 carats of ruby. Incredible colour, incredible brilliance. You've seen what we've done already today. You need to be getting involved now. Well done on the web. So many of you checking out web, as you can see the price tag, and loads of you have already checked out, so well done. Don't miss out on this one as well. 0800 644 655 or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. PHGZ87 is your code. Are you ready? Have you picked up the telephone lines yet? Because there's going to be a queue. Oh! incredible. £21.95. Again, quality incredible. Carat weight, 17 carats for £21.95. We're at just over £1 a carat for genuine ruby there. Well done to collect it in Surrey, Sharon in Leicestershire, Jacqueline in Oxfordshire, collect it in West Yorkshire, Sarah in Cornwall, she in London, Alison in County Tyrone, Sylvia in Cumbria, Sheila in Gloucestershire, Stephen in Yorkshire, you've just checked out on the telephone lines, well done. Kathy in Greater London, you've just joined me. Well done Cheryl in Maine, Andrea in Wrexham, Barbara in Cumbria, collect it in the West Midlands, Jane in Greater Manchester, Alana in Yorkshire, Caroline in the Channel Islands. If you haven't started to dial yet, you can do it now. You can do it now. Did you come in earlier on and get the pearls? If you got the pearls, do you know what? They are crying out to be put with this ruby. Did you get the kit? All of that solid sterling silver. Incredible. What was that? Sorry, Dion. Oh, yes, Mary Mirabelle. I stand corrected. I did say I hadn't got rubies in my collection, although Mary in Yorkshire and Mirabelle, she did send me a necklace for my birthday. Mary, I'm so sorry, completely forgotten that I had that ruby in my stash. It's new. Mary sent me a necklace for my birthday last month. It was ruby, got ruby in there. Beautiful as well. Very blinky, I love it. £21.95, thanks for reminding me, Mary. Josephine in Devon, collect it in Greater London, Morag, well done. Susan in Surrey, Susan in Merseyside. Right, okay. Let's just think about this for a minute. In fact, if you're on the web, just open up a new tab. Do it now. We're not going anywhere. Just do it now. Type in 17 carats of ruby. See if you can find anything of this quality, of this colour. Have a look. In fact, just type in ruby and see what carat weight you can get for £21.95. Can you get a carat of ruby for £21.95? I think you're going to struggle to get a carat. You've got 17 carats in this strand.
I mean, that bracelet you're wearing from the previous kit, you could put in more rubies. You could make the whole thing ruby and still only use probably 1/6 of that strand.
Definitely.
That you've got there. And it's an incredibly wearable gemstone ruby. It can be worn all day, every day. It can be worn in the shower. It can be, because it's got, I think it's a 9 on the most.
9 on the most.
Yeah, so it's incredibly wearable, isn't it? You're not going to damage it at all.
Dion has just typed in ruby. She's just said, look, I'll show you. First thing I've just found. There's a ring there, £4,500. There's another ring, £268. Another ring, £2,150. £254. £865. £519. Not seen anything of this carat weight, and I'm not seeing anything in double figures, even anywhere near £800 there, £829, £670. 1,000. Mary says, what? For ruby? Gem has officially gone barmy.
Do you know what? All of that. I mean, I'm not saying because I don't know, but I'm just sort of surmising a guess that all the majority of those gemstones that have just come up on that slide, probably most of them are enhanced in some way, or Fisher filled or something. Yeah. I mean, these aren't. These are truly natural.
They are beautiful, aren't they? 17 carats of your ruby here. Look at the luster that you've got from these. In fact, okay, Dion has just said actually these ones are natural, this particular strand that we've got here. However, as I was saying earlier on when we had the kit, there is nothing wrong with treatments whatsoever. Nothing. If we can enhance beauty, we will do it. We do it with ourselves, don't we? I have cakes on the motion this morning, trust me. You know, we all do it. And if there's room for improvement, we will do it. There is nothing wrong with gemstones that are treated at all. It's very rare that you'll come by a natural gemstone as well. So please don't think that a treated gemstone is a bad gemstone. It's a genuine gemstone, an incredibly beautiful one too. Christine in Dom, she says, all got mine. My first set of rubies, gorgeous and a great bargain. Thanks, JM. Great show, ladies, and amazing designs, Linda, as always. Thanks, Chris. They are, aren't they? Pretty spectacular, it has to be said. Okay. Sorry, lovely. Ooh. There's loads of silver in this. We had a chain in the kit, in the ruby kit that we had earlier on. Solid sterling silver chain. I've got another one. Oh, I'm scared, Dion. The last time I was with you, we had a silver chain as our early bird. And that's put me off for a while. No wonder she's going on holiday again. She has to do it every so often. She takes prices so low. She has to have time off just so everyone forgets. Just trying to fasten this for you. There we go. Solid sterling silver chain you've got here. Now, chains for me, you know, if you're coming in for yourself or you're buying gifts for people, chains are a great gift idea. They really, really are, because, you know, I'm not sure of, you know, in fact, I don't even know my best friend's ring size. Is that bad? I don't know my best friend's ring size. I think she's got her ears pierced. Yikes, this sounded really bad now, isn't it? Maybe I should never use myself and my friend as an example. But, you know, how many friends do you know their ring sizes, if they've got their ears pierced or not? Gift ideas. Chains are brilliant, because if you're coming in and you're buying somebody a chain for their birthday, say next week, and then you could, at Christmas, buy them a pendant or make them a pendant to go with this chain. Next birthday, make them another pendant. And just keep giving. It's the gift that keeps giving, isn't it? Solid sterling silver chains. Last week, maybe the week before now, was the last time I looked at price tags for solid sterling silver chains on the high street. Anything from £22 that day right up to $39.99, I think, for solid sterling silver chains. Those were high street price tags. You know that will bring you an incredible deal. Now, solid sterling silver, I'm always saying, you know, wherever you can, get it into your stash, do, because it will add value to any piece of jewellery. It would be great if we could use solid sterling silver with every genuine gemstone, because that is what they deserve. But obviously, it's not always affordable. We're going to make this affordable for you today. There is some serious grammage going on in this chain. You can see the quality of the sterling silver, you can feel the quality, and look at that lustre again. It is just beautiful. So even if you didn't even have a pendant, you didn't want to pop a pendant onto the chain, even if you didn't want to pop any pendant on there whatsoever, you've still got, in fact, I'm going to hold it up actually, Ryan, if I may, an incredible amount of lustre. It's such a feminine look, so delicate and so pretty. Look at the lustre just from the chain itself. How pretty does that look? 16 to 18 inches in your length here. You've got your bolt ring clasp, and I like that little tag. You could actually stamp on that. You know, you could personalise that if you wanted to. You could pop an initial on there, maybe squeeze a date on there if you wanted to, on that tag that you've got there. JRPK45 is your code. Do you know what looks really, really nice? If you're coming in and you buy 2 or 3 of these and wear them all together, it just creates even more lustre. It's a really on-trend look, isn't it, that layered look?
The one sort of, if it comes under the title of findings, jewellery findings, the one thing that you can wear as it comes like that.
Yeah.
What I like about Rolo chain is, you know, and it's fine, it's just a thing I've got. You know, when you attach a drop to a chain,
yeah,
that drop can slide around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with a Rolo chain, you've always got somewhere to it, because a Rolo chain is literally that. It's a nice circle. Mm-hmm. So you've always got a fixing point that you can pop a head pin through, or a little jump ring, so that will stop gravity or keep it central.
You're right, you're absolutely right there. And the links on this are 2mm, so if you just have a look what Linda was talking about there, you could attach something through that link there to keep it in place, couldn't you? Look at the silver, look at the thickness of that chain. 800 644 655. Maybe if you just wanted to top up your sterling silver stash, you could. Entirely up to you. It was guest designer Mark Smith that suggested this a couple of weeks ago when I was working with him. If you wanted to cut that chain and use it in earrings, you could absolutely do that if you wanted to, because you're going to use that bolt ring clasp anyway. You'll keep that bolt ring clasp in your stash and your chain there. It's entirely up to you. Look at the lustre that you've got there. Isn't that fab? 0800 644 655 JRPK 45 is your code for this one. I've got Nicola in Devon buying 4. I've got Mary in Hampshire buying 3. Sheila in Greater London buying 2. Sheila and Martin in Hampshire buying 2. Jan in Berkshire buying 2. You can see the price tag. with JewelleryMaker, I'm going to say $14.95. I'm going to go with $14.95 because I know that $19.95 is a great price tag. We want to be competitive here, so I'm going to go with $14.95. There's a lot of people multi-buying. Okay. No, I can't go lower than $14.95. This is chain, it's good to go. You know, it's a ready-made chain for you. Solid sterling silver, 40 centimetre chain you've got there. It's got to be $14.95. Not. Do you know, as I was seeing people checking out more and more, I was thinking, okay, maybe $12.95, $7.95, half the price that we should not be below. $14.95 for me is an absolute giveaway price tag for a solid sterling silver chain. I don't care how far away Christmas is, Ryan. I don't care how far away Christmas is. I'd be Christmas shopping. I know. Mary, try half that hand, it's $7.95. I can see now, Mary. £7.95. I would be multi-buying. You know, sometimes if you go shopping and you see things that are so affordable, you actually haven't got any birthdays coming up or any occasions, but you just buy them anyway. Present drawer, that's what I'd be thinking. Angelique in Yorkshire says, wow, 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 what a price. Excellent, great show, JM ladies. Angelique, high five.
Absolutely.
You need to get filling your trolleys this morning. That is incredible. And look at the quantity that we have for you as well. If you haven't started dialing yet, do it now. If you've just tuned in this morning, go and have a look on the web. If you've got access to the web, you've missed out on so many deals already today. So please go and have a look on the website. Until midnight last night, until midnight tonight, you've got 1p and P. At 11:30, we've got a special treat. Is that not what we've been doing for the last 2 hours and 15 minutes? Even more special. 11:30, special treat going on. I don't know anything about this, by the way. I don't know anything about this. To me, this is one big special treat. Anywhere else? In fact, do it now, Dion. Sorry, I'm not being bossy. Just go online. Solid sterling silver chain. Yeah. Let's see. Let's have a look at some high street prices today for you. Let's see what we can find. 800 644 655 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 3. Why not? Why not take advantage of this? Is the thing, isn't it? You know, as parents, sometimes we find it hard to justify, don't we? You know, when you see something, you think, I quite like that. Oh, but you know, that could buy the new pair of shoes for school, or you know, need new polo shirts for school. Dion, come on, it's not long. She's too busy thinking about a holiday. You've got your son to look after. New shoes, new trainers, plimp soles, PE stuff, yeah, all of that. So sometimes it's a bit difficult, isn't it? $7.95, no, I'm totally justifying that to myself. Whether you work hard, whether you're a stay-at-home mum, you deserve that. $7.95. Let's have a look. Dion has just typed in on the Webbers. That's say £50. Whoa. Right above that arrow where your arrow is on the screen. £50. Never. Do you know what? Okay, £15.60. That's actually quite good. That's quite good. £15.60. £75. That does say £75, doesn't it? Can you not see that? Oh, you haven't got it on your screen. £30, £60, £69, £27.79, £15.60. That's an auction website, isn't it? £40, £69, £27. Oh, there is one there for £12. Still not $7.95 though, is it? 800 644 655. Feel free to type in yourself on a search engine, see what kind of price tags you can find as well. I'm not talking second hand, by the way, on some auction website. Something that potentially isn't really solid sterling silver, just be careful. Kane Glamorgan ×3, June in Cambridgeshire ×3, Joan in County Durham ×3, Leslie in Monmouthshire ×2, Mina in County Fermanagh ×2, Collector in Worcestershire ×3, Collector in the West Midlands ×3, Pamela ×2, Collector in Northamptonshire ×3, Terry in Averon ×3, Elaine in Lincolnshire ×2, Joan in Lincolnshire ×3, Collector in Neath and Port Talbot ×2, Elizabeth ×2, Do you know what? Pretty much. Oh, somebody just said ruby.
You know, I was just thinking if with the previous strand of ruby, or the rubies in the kit, or even the pearls that I'm working with now, just one or perhaps a pearl dropping from a ruby on one of those chains, work it out how much you've paid for those components, and I think you're going to come in under £10 for a ruby and pearl drop on that chain.
Yeah.
Now imagine giving that to someone. I mean, obviously selling it, there's a huge amount of profit margin there, but if you're actually giving it as a gift, what can you get for around £10 that's going to be almost, well, most definitely an hereditary piece, or something that you're really proud to give, but you've only spent what is conceivably a small amount of money, and you'd be so excited giving that gift, wouldn't you? Sterling silver chain with a pearl and a ruby of that level dropping from the centre.
Fab, look, that'd be incredible. Angelique in Yorkshire says there are loads of sterling silver chains on the web, starting at £12 up to £30. We're at £7.95 for you. If you're on the phone lines now, just push your number 1 button. There might be a tiny queue. Do you know what? It's a free phone number, and it is well worth the wait. If you've got a phone in your hand, you should do it. There's lots of you with these in your baskets as well, so do make sure you're checking out. You've got 3 grams of solid sterling silver in this chain as well. 3 grams. You can see the thickness. I'm moving that ever so slightly, and you've just got the most incredible luster there, haven't you? So pretty all by itself. Just on its own, I would wear that. Gorgeous. Look how elegant that looks up at the neckline. If you could drop a pearl, just one of those white pearls, they have sold out, by the way. One of the white pearls on there. Oh, one of the onyx bezels.
And bearing in mind as well, sorry, but bearing in mind as well that you've got that little dog tag drop, and which is really decorative anyway, and as you can say, you can personalise that, but you've also got that extender chain on there, so that's a lot of thought that's gone into an incredibly I can't get my words out today, too excited, reasonably priced necklace chain.
Definitely.
You know, why spend the extra and pop that extender chain in when you don't really need to, but we have. And so you can have that little pearl drop at the front and that tiny little perhaps ruby dangling from the back of that.
Wow.
I mean, it's just amazing what you can do for such effect, isn't it?
It really, really is, and that's such a pretty design. You know, I just think, you know, I'm very much either big bold statement jewellery or less is more for me. You know, I do like just a chain like this by itself, gorgeous, and I have always been a solid sterling silver girl because of that luster that you get even from there on camera 1, which is the camera that you're looking at me on now. You can see the luster from that chain. It is so pretty. In fact, looking at this, how I'm holding this up at the neckline, I'm wondering whether you could perhaps do a design whereby you add more chain on so that the chain actually sits like this, Linda, and you could drop your ruby there so you can see all of this.
Well, of course you can. You can literally, because that's a Rolo chain, you know how you've got it doubled like that, so that gives you a Rolo there and a Rolo there. You can then add, people are multi-buying, add another single length
around the back.
Silver jump ring attached, so you've got one single around the neckline, and then you've got that double drop with that extender through the centre. Incredibly beautiful design, stylised design, something that looks as if it's been really well worked out, but so simple to effect.
Wow, gorgeous.
That's lovely.
We're down to just double figures now with those. If you've got those in your basket, just make sure you are checking out. So many of you multi-buying there. Organza bags. Do you know, these are fabulous, aren't they? You know, whether it be a business for you, or if not, you know, and it's just gift ideas. It's really difficult to find something quite nice, isn't it? You know, like something very decorative, again, something personal. And also, I like these for storage for myself at home. So I've got lots of bracelets and lots of chains, earrings, rings in these bags in the bottom of my jewellery box because I just don't have enough space, quite frankly. But these are gorgeous. They really, really are pretty. So you're going to go 40 bags? Yeah. 40 bags, your organza bags in total. They're really, really pretty, aren't they? These are great as well to buy in bulk. So maybe if you do have a craft stall, so basically instead of having a paper bag or anything like that you might put the pieces in for your customer, just popping them in one of these, and that is, and I love that, handmade gemstone jewellery as well, your little tag on the side there as well. Makes it look high-end, makes it look professional, doesn't it? And just, yeah, throw it in. Just throw it in. With your piece of jewellery, and yeah, absolutely throw in a free pair of earrings. I know quite a few guest designers that do craft fairs always say, do you know what, if I've made a pair of earrings, it's taken me a couple of minutes, not much in it, I might say, look, if you want to get the set, I'll give you a free pair of earrings as gifts as well. Perfect, aren't they? So you've got 40 of the organza bags here. Wowzers, 40. Definitely coming in and multi-buying. XRGC 42 is your code for this one. 0800 644 655 995 for 40. 25 pence per bag. Even, it's one of those things, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I'm terrible for this. If I go to a shop, and certain shops, especially a children's department store that sells toys with a big giraffe, whenever you go there, they have like the normal carrier bags, but then they have a bag for £1 that you can buy. 99 pence. Would you like this bag? Because it's really strong, but actually they're really good for afterwards, for just storing stuff in, or, you know, if you're going away and you need to pack something and shove it in the boot or whatever. So I'm always that person that goes, yeah, I'll have that bag that's £1, please, because I can reuse it afterwards. They're 25 pence each. Even if you wanted to sell these on your craft stall at £1 each, would you like, or 50 pence each, you know, would you like to have one of these bags, you know, for a gift? In a gift shop, how much would you pay to kind of upgrade packaging? It's not always really affordable, is it? But it is here. 25 pence for you. Fatima in Lincolnshire. Phyllis in the Shetland Islands has got 4 of these. That is 160. 160. And I love that little tag on there. It just makes it professional, doesn't it? It gives it that professional finish. You know that when you've made your jewellery and you've popped it in this bag, it just looks as professional as it possibly can, can't it? At $9.95, XRGC, uh-oh. Okay. For all of you that have just checked out at $9.95, we've now taken them down to 20 pence per bag. Nobody pays any more than anybody else. All of you will only ever pay the final low at closing price tag. So every single one of you that's already checked out, you're now paying £7.95. Angela in Surrey, you've got 2. Phyllis in the Shetland Islands ×4. Collector in Kent ×2. Weldon Pauline in 5 ×2. Janet in Berkshire ×2. Congratulations. Do you know what, Anna, again, as I said, even if it's not a craft store that you do, if it's not about a business for you, just gift ideas. You know, if you've bought somebody the chain that we've just had, the solid sterling silver chain, you could just pop that in the bag there. Or, like me, I have no room left. My jewellery box is quite tiny in comparison to my collection. So I have so many of these bags now just in the bottom of my jewellery box. You know, nothing's going to get tangled up together. They just go in the bottom of the jewellery box. Earrings in there, rings in there if you wanted to as well. You can just fit loads in there for your own personal use. Even, you know, not even jewellery related, just for having little bits and pieces. You know, if you're taking anything out, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I've got in my handbag now. I've got a lot of rubbish in my bag.
There's an odd lipstick that might mark your handbag and things like that, isn't there?
Little bits of makeup, little stuff like that. Money, yes, cash money. Coach said, can you imagine if you carried... Oh, yes. Do you know what, actually, Claire, yeah. Claire's like, can you imagine if you carried your money around in there? Yes, I would probably embellish this bag. Genuine gemstone purse. Look at mine, I quite like that, actually. It fits over the wrist just perfectly for a night out, that does. 0800 644 655 XRGC 42. And you've got 40 of them. 20 pence each. So, again, just sell them on. Maybe have them on your craft stall. You know, at 50 pence each, £1 each, entirely up to you. Quantity is falling very, very quickly. Wedding favours, yes. How have you seen, for those of you that maybe have got married in the last couple of years or getting married in the next couple of years, if you are having a look, whether it be on that auction website or anywhere else, if you want to buy kind of like a job lot, you want to get a lot of these home, it is not cheap. It really, really isn't. So again, wedding favours, absolutely perfect for wedding favours.
With some, even just some little sugared almonds in there.
Yeah.
Look beautiful. But at the end of the day, packaging is really important. You've only got to go into any of the stationery card shops and that, anywhere you go, and it is full of packaging. And there's a choice of packaging. And people are always saying, oh, look at those, isn't that lovely, isn't that? But yeah, but you know, that's $6.99 for a little box or something like that. Packaging is really, really, really huge commodity.
They're fab, aren't they? Confetti, there's just absolutely loads, and 40 of them. That's a great deal for you. Lots of you with those in baskets, do make sure that you are checking out. 5 minutes until the surprise. I have no idea what this is. You got Johnny Depp in the gallery.
Oh,
yeah. Talking of Johnny Depp, it's my son's birthday soon, and he doesn't know this, and I actually haven't told anybody that I have booked a Jack Sparrow lookalike because he's obsessed with Pirates of the Caribbean at the moment. Yeah, Jack Sparrow lookalike, Johnny Depp lookalike. It's for my son, honestly.
Oh, yes.
Honestly.
Oh, yes.
Have a look at these. Oh, was he, Claire? Claire says he was filming his film in Australia while she was there. Ooh. Didn't get to see him. Oh, I think I'd have camped outside the set to see him. Have a look at these. These are fab. Beautiful, beautiful straps you've got here. Aren't they gorgeous? You've got your rose gold plated brass watch strap and your gold plated brass watch strap there as well. Approximately 21 centimetres in length and 10 millimetres in the width there. Do you know what? Even by themselves, they look really, really nice. They've got a lot of lustre in these. Very chic, aren't they? I think. I'm just trying to think who it was. I think it could have been guest designer Gemma Crow. The last time I had these, created a beautiful, beautiful design. Made a gorgeous kind of stylised flower with the shells, big shells, wire wrapped them, and then wire wrapped that flower design onto the strap. So it was kind of like a, not a fascinator, what do you call it, Linda? Corsage, that's it, corsage.
Sort of these watch bracelets are huge as well. So, and you can, I mean, I've wire wrapped onto there in like a herringbone pattern, a ziggy-zaggy pattern like that with little tiny spacer beads. It looks stunning.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? In fact, there's loads. I mean, with that, you know, your little 2mm beads, you know, maybe some black spinel, just wire wrapping some of those on there. That would look gorgeous. I really like them as they are. I've got to be honest. I think they look fabulous. So yeah, it could be, you could create that gorgeous corsage, couldn't you? You know, again, bridal jewellery. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? You know, mother of the bride, mother of the bridegroom, maybe. Gorgeous floral designs. Maybe using your wire mesh. Haven't seen that for a while, have we? Some of your wire mesh on there as well. Anything like that. You're going to get all 3 straps. You've got 2 of the rose gold and 1 in the gold as well. Do you know what? I was just looking thinking, which one? Which one? Do you know what? I love them both. It's a good job you're getting both in this bundle, actually, because I couldn't choose completely transforming an outfit again. Or you could maybe make something that you could attach and detach from the strap, couldn't
Definitely.
you?
I think that was a nice idea about the corsage, because I've just actually thought about when my son got married. You know, you sort of rummaging around, you do need your hands, sort of thing. So if you're carrying something, or you've got a fresh flower on your outfit, it can bleed and things like that. But you could put a little wired fresh flower corsage onto that too. You know, so it's both together, or like they used to do them on handbags and that. But move it onto the wrist now, and then you've got your hands free.
Brilliant.
But you've still got that looked for sort of floral thing that weddings go for.
Mirabelle in Yorkshire says possibly watch straps, Han. Yeah, absolutely. 0800 644 655 RMGC 59. I really like. I definitely would go down the corsage route with this. Definitely. 12. That's for 3. That's £4 and a little bit each. Oh, do you know, please send us your designs. If you are making corsages and stuff with these, I love to see your designs. You know the ribbons that we've got as well, those fantastic ribbons, you know, like the olive coloured ones, the beautiful kind of blush pinky ribbons. Again, for corsages, just fantastic. I love these. Just over £4 each as well. You're going to get all three. I'm only showing you two there. There's two in the rose gold and one in the gold there as well. 21 centimetres. In fact, you know what, I'm going to give you that in inches, because I know watch straps, generally we measure them in inches, and bracelets, don't we? So let's just have a look for you. So we're going with 8.5 inches there. Fab. 0800 644 655, or on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Well done, Florence in Newport, Patricia in Lancashire, Colette in Carmarthenshire, Inez in Nottinghamshire, Marion in Northamptonshire, Kathy in Greater London, Pauline in Worcestershire, William in Lanarkshire, Stella in Somerset, you've just joined me on the telephone lines, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, loads and loads of you getting these home. Do you know what, I think, oh, it's a shame, I could have sworn it was outside not too long ago actually, that corsage design that Gemma did. I think it was Gemma, beg your pardon. It was gorgeous, really was. You could create similar designs, you know, whether you'd be using the ribbons, you could use the kind of shells, the leaf, the petal designs. I'm seeing all sorts now. I want to get these myself. Yes, definitely. RMTC 59, perfect for your bridal jewellery, aren't they? Hold that. Time for my surprise. Where is he? Where is he? Should I close my eyes? Star by. Brilliant. Star by. This is way better than Johnny Depp. Wow. Wow. Right. There will be a queue. Probably going to be a big one. If you trust me, just dial now. Do it now. We will not let you down. Quite possibly one of the most affordable, one of the best, quantity-wise, price-wise, one of the most beautiful strands, the most beautiful colours in the world, Dion's favourite colour, one of your big five, it is. Oh, right. I know Dion quickly, in that little break there, very quickly told me what I had and where we were going on price. Not really giving me much time to decide whether I'd like to do it or not. I've got no choice. The amount of times that we've had this gemstone of late, and I've said we are devaluing this gemstone. Many of us already know about the news of this gemstone. It's not great. It's not looking good at all. If you're on the web, there's loads of people checking out, and multi-buying as well. Okay, if you have a phone in your hand, you need to be pushing your #1 button. There is an automated message. Normally I would say you're more than welcome to listen to that message, but you know what, if you don't want to miss out on one of the best Tanzanite deals that we've ever brought you, just press your #1 button. Don't wait, just press it. Get as close to the front of your queue as you possibly can. Are you ready? Make sure you sat down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good grief.
Couldn't have said it better.
Nicolette and Kent, wow, the colour on those stones, beautiful. It's like looking at a Caribbean sky. All right, dear. Now, normally 40 carats, a nugget strand, which is beautiful. A nugget strand is beautiful, but we're looking, or we're not looking anymore.
Oh, wow.
I think that's probably one of the quickest.
I think it is. I think it is. I was just thinking I would have loved to have had that strand as well as, and I'm not going to get it now anyway, but I would like to have done exactly the same designs I did in the Ruby kit in the Tanzanite, because it's the same cut, same rondelle, same size. Wow. And to say that you've got a Ruby one and a Tanzanite one, wow, 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 wow. Yeah.
Wow. 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 Sometimes there's just no other words. Okay, peacock pearls. Now, wow. Wow. Word of the day. Wow. Just the other day, I had as my presenter's pick peacock pearls. I chose them because we haven't had many lately at all. Now, peacock pearls. Culture pearls, that's one thing. When you're going on the high street and you're looking at prices of pearls, you know, genuine culture pearls, white pearls, that's one thing. Peacock pearls. Now, for me, that's a whole different kettle of fish because they are so difficult to come by, aren't they? They really, really are. Now, I know guest designer's Jan's name will appear on the screen in this auction, without a doubt. When guest designer Jan was here, this was some good few months ago now, we had a strand of peacock pearls and Jan, without a doubt, she was like, I'm having a few of those. That's a £50 pair of earrings for 2 of those gemstones. £50, easily. Do you know what? This is looking like the Tanzanite auction. I don't even know if I'm going to have time. Just be quick with the Tanzanite. Oh my days. And the white pearls that sold out. No.
Giveaway Friday.
Isn't it just, Linda? I tell you, there's been a few times in my days that I've come close to saying words that I really shouldn't.
Yes, and me.
That was one of them. Oh! Woo! Wow! We need like a graphical, just like, you know, like comic style. Wow!
Yeah, pow, zap.
Yeah. I don't know how we do it. Do you know, so many times I sit here and I say we're a family-run company, we go direct to the source wherever possible, we cut out the middleman, we have the most incredible buying team. Still, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I would definitely encourage you here, and I am saying, I don't always encourage people to spend more than they can afford. I'm not doing that now. Cowabunga.
Yes! Cowabunga!
But certainly buy multi-buys here, because if you imagine a graduated 3-strand just in the peacock pearls, just slightly graduated drop, just such a classic necklace, and it will look $1 million, and it will look as if it's been, you know, you've bought it for $1 million, to be truthful.
Yeah, definitely. You know. And do you know, the peacock hues that we are seeing here, the greens, the blues, the purples, they are 8 by 6 millimeters. You know, if we were looking at such thing as 2mm pearls, I'd still be like, wow. Look at this. Oh. Do you know, if you got the sterling silver findings kit earlier on? Zap! Got 2. Boom! I feel like I need a superhero
Yes.
costume.
We should do that show.
That was my superhero. If you could have, I was just going to say that, if I could have any power, what would it be? I think I would be invisible. I think it would be, because I think that is a good one. I mean, you can just sit in on any conversation, get to know everything. What would your superpower be? 60777. What would yours be, Linda?
Oh gosh, I think I'm with you actually, because I'm such a nosy so
Yeah,
and
that's
so. I like.
exactly
I've got it
what
off
I
my
was
husband because I can be sitting having a cup of coffee in a restaurant with him, and I'm talking to him, and he's away there listening to the table behind, and then he'll tell me what's going on in their life.
Brilliant.
And I'm thinking, actually, if you're invisible, you could go and Brumwell sit with them.
I would. Imagine. I mean, I would be straight in Jason Statham's dressing room.
Ah, Johnny Depp's been downgraded.
Oh, well, I'm not really fussy, if I'm honest, Slim, to be honest. 60777, what would your superpower be? What about you, Ollie?
I think we all
Quite
would, wouldn't
sneaky,
we?
isn't it? Yeah, well, there you go. We're all just nosy. We'll admit it, hands up. We're all nosy ones. Yeah. Okay. Blue. They're blue. Dion's sat there, in control. They are blue. You have your coated hematite plain hearts here. Hearts and stars are so popular at the moment. You can't go wrong. It's win-win. Win-win every time. Whether it be a simple pair of earrings. Oh, they're just delicate drops in earrings. In fact, remember earlier on, the kind of design that Linda went for with the rubies, that really long drop. Just two of these, very, very even in glamour. They would look fantastic. You've got 3 strands here as well. I'm just going to have a rough count for you in one of the strands, because there's absolutely tons. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to go with approximately 80 per strand. Yes, that's 240 gemstones you've got here. I was always good at my 8 times table. I don't know why. 240 gemstones. Yeah, it's my superpower. 240 gemstones you've got there. Simple pair of earrings, wish bracelets, gorgeous. And the luster that you have from your hematite here is phenomenal. Wow. 240 gemstones, $9.95. That's pennies, isn't it? Penny. All right, I'm not Carol Alderman. Steady on. Claire says, right, what's that each then, Hannah? Give me a couple of minutes, I could probably work out. And a calculator. SNGC 37 for all 3 strands, giving these away. Okay, 24, 240 gemstones. No, 4 pence. All right, Claire. Showing off, Claire's like, yeah, 4 pence each, yeah. That is literally pennies per gemstone. Ridiculous. Do you know, you've done so well today already to get the deals that you have. There's no need to stop now. There's no need to stop there. You've got 1 P&P in any one day. It doesn't matter how many pieces you add to your order. Hundreds. You're still only going to be paying 1 postage and packaging of just $2.95. That's standard here in the UK. Incredible. Do you know what? I'm just thinking, I'm going all out now. I'm thinking pyrite with these would look fab. Mind Reader, says Angela in Lancashire. You see now, that would be good. Joanne in Norfolk says, I had this conversation at work and I was told I was weird. Which has to be time travel. That would be, now you see, that's got me thinking. You know, time travel, you know, for obvious reasons. But then, Mind Reader, you could interrogate your other half, couldn't you? Where were you last night? Where were you last night? I think I'd be dangerous with that superpower. I'm going to stick with my invisibility. Just, you know, just be, rattle a few chains. Woo! Over here. 0800 644 655 SNGC 37 at $9.95 for all 3 strands there. If you've got those in your basket, do make sure that you're checking out as soon as you possibly can. Love those. Okay. Earrings. Ooh. Sterling silver. I just said, stars and hearts, as I just said, really popular. How about you use your hematite with these findings? A heart on a star. That would be fab. And you've got, oh my gosh, I was expecting this to be a 3-pair bundle, but actually, there's 6. Wow. 6 pairs of your earring findings here with your butterfly backings as well. Oh, they are so pretty, aren't they? Aren't they gorgeous? I'm always saying, especially when it comes to earring findings, if your budget will let you stretch to solid sterling silver, to do it, because a lot of people do suffer with allergies as far as certain alloys are concerned, especially when it comes to earrings. So if your budget will let you stretch, do it as often as you can. These are so pretty. They're going to be such a big hit. Whatever gemstones you're adding into this earring finding, even a simple stud, you know, if you wanted to just snip the loop off there, a simple studs, they are so lustrous, aren't they? How about we keep it all solid sterling silver? You know, when I said earlier on with the chain that, you know, it has been suggested a few times, I know it seems wrong, but sometimes it's fine, to cut the chain like shooting stars. Oh, that would look gorgeous. So you have 6 pairs. Oh, hang on. It does say 3 pairs. You do get 6 pairs. It's double. Strange graphicals. So you do have 6 pairs there of solid sterling silver. So again, adding value to any piece of jewellery, no matter what gemstones you're popping in these, whether it be your pearls, whether it be your hematite hearts, whether it be the beautiful black onyx drops that we had earlier on. They'd look stunning as well, wouldn't they? So you've got 6 pairs in total. RUGC 45 is your code for this one. Wow. £12.95. RUGC 45. Get dialing, get on those phone lines as quickly as you can, and if you are on the web, just make sure you are checking out your basket. Collect in Cornwall, Pauline in West Midlands, Collect in Carmarthenshire, Denise in Hampshire, Katrina in Greater London, Collect in Buckinghamshire, Sylvia in Cumbria, Wendy in Gloucestershire. Do you know where she's gone, don't you? I love the fact that Linda has just been running around the studio frantically saying, cut the mic. She's gone out. She's gone to get them. Oh, honestly. Imagine if I did that. Can I do that? I tell you what we need. We've said this before, we either need a big button, like a massive red button here that I can just hit, that automatically allocates me one. Yeah? Or a phone that just goes straight through to the call centre. It's me, thanks. Fab. Do I have any hematite stars? I think it's all hearts. It's all right, but I've got a lot of hematite here. That would look fantastic. So lustrous. £12.95. Karen in Cheshire, Sylvia in Kent, Angela in the West Midlands. Rupanti in Staffordshire, Val in East Sussex, Wendy in Gloucestershire, Collect in Cornwall, Pauline in the West Midlands, Mary in Perth and Kinross. Good morning to you. Is it still morning? Yes, it is, just about. £12.95. That works out to £1.15-ish each. Wow! For solid sterling silver. Is that right? £2.15 a pair? £2.15 a pair. For solid sterling silver findings. Incredible. Okay. I'm waiting for a name to appear on the screen. Linda. Guest designer Linda. Storage boxes for you. Ooh. Whoa, there's loads here. Oh, wow. Look at all of these. Oh, come out. I'm not done yet. Still not done. Wowzers. Did you get them, Linda? Yeah. She said yeah.
You can't do anything in this place without getting rumble, can you?
Totally grassing you up.
Thanks for that.
Just as soon as you went out, I was just like, she's gone to get them. She's just gone to get them. Unbelievable. Well, as long as you did, that's amazing. Storage. You have so much storage here, and you can never, ever have enough. For those of you that either do this as a business or for a hobby, as you'll see, today we've brought you so many deals, it's really hard not to buy, isn't it? So you're going to need somewhere to put all these gemstones, all these findings. There's tons here, absolutely tons. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different storage pots here. You've got the stackable ones here as well, which are brilliant. I love the fact, and I say this with all of our storage, the fact that it is transparent makes a massive difference when you're trying to find things, because you can see exactly where everything is. Whether it be your gems of distinction, whether it be any of your beads, whether it be any of your findings, you've got loads and loads of storage here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 12, 22. And then you've got this storage box as well. Phenomenal. Loads. Janice in Northamptonshire ×2. Collect it in Essex ×4. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Straight down to £6.95. No wonder Collect It in Essex you've got 4. Richard and Angela, Pavinda in West Yorkshire, Collect It in Greater Manchester, Tina in Cheshire, Carol in Warwickshire. Tons of you with these in baskets. Maura, Margaret, Marilyn, Yvonne, Elaine, Tanya, Shazza, Brenda, you've just joined me as well. Congratulations to you. Make sure you're checking out. What a deal. Whew. That's my superpower, that was. 1 minute I'm there, the next minute I'm gone. Okay, this kit, incredible. Quantity, not fantastic, but we're all right, pearls and peridot. Oh, how fab do these two gemstones look together? Look at that colour.
Amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Peridot. It is this month's birthstone. Indeed, August birthstone. It's the only gemstone other than a diamond to be formed in the mantle of the earth. All gemstones are formed in the crest apart from peridot and diamonds formed in the mantle. This is the one gemstone, and I say this every time I have peridot. It took me years and years for anyone to convince me that this gemstone was natural. I wouldn't have it. I mean, look at the saturation of colour you've got there. She's off again. I'm going to get to kit.
Sorry.
I just wouldn't have it at all. And you can see why. It is just the most incredible saturation of colour, teamed with pearls. That's a match.
It is peridot and pearls that sort of in the sort of inner circle of jewellery makers. We always say the two P's work together so beautifully.
Yeah.
Peridot and pearls.
They are gorgeous. Literally like 2 peas in a pod. Love it. This design is incredible, Linda. This looks like it took you absolutely ages. There's a lot of work in that.
It didn't take that long, actually. No. The design is quite quick to make once you've got a picture in your head and you know where you're going, so you know where you're going to do your weave and how and which way it's going to go, but probably about an hour and a half again.
Wow. That looks fabulous. We've got 10 carats in your peridot rounds, your 2mm peridot rounds there. You've got 90 carats in your nuggets there, 5x4 to 9x6. You've got your white baroque pearls there, 9x8mm. You've got your rice pearls at 5x6.5mm. You've got your smaller pearls there at 7x6mm. And you've also got 6x5mm there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of pearls and 3 strands of peridot. You know, we've talked about pearls this morning already being one of those gemstones that can command astronomical price tags elsewhere. You've got 5 strands in this kit. 5 strands. Each one of those could be restranded and sold on at a 3-figure price tag. Easily. Easily. But we're going to save you so much money on these for you today. Our JewelleryMaker prices are always incredible. And I have to say, with pearls, there's no exception. UV, GC, 9, look at that. It looks like a little treasure chest, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. £34.95 for you. We're one of those strands of pearls, Linda, at that price tag. A strand of pearls at £34.95.
Absolutely. Totally. Absolutely.
If you saw that on the high street, you'd be buying quite a few, wouldn't you?
Yes, yeah, you certainly would. Absolutely, definitely, and that's just one of them. It's just, pearl has just got this magic inner beauty. You know, this sort of inner thing, I can't think of the right word, but this inner beauty of a pearl that then results in this fantastic sheen and sheer beauty. So it's sort of beautiful inside and out is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Sue in London says that necklace is just so beautiful, Linda. Wowza.
Thanks, Sue. Thank you.
It's fabulous, isn't it? It looks like it's taking hours and hours and hours, that design, Linda. It really, really does. Look at these. Did anybody see that picture? I think it was guest designer Jan that put it on Facebook. It was a pirate ship made out of strands of pearls.
Wow, yes, I did. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's just reminded me of that, having all these different sizes, all these different organic shapes in here as well. I mean, look at that. Fabulous. If you haven't started dialing yet, do it now. You've got peridot, you've got 5 strands of pearls. And to be quite honest, Linda, what kind of price tag would you pop on this?
To be honest, that one is going to be 3 figures.
Oh, I love it.
It has to be.
Of course, yeah.
It really does. I mean, you have to imagine, I mean, I said I haven't spent a long time on it, and I didn't. But you would perceive, like you did, that somebody had spent a long time on it. But that's only because I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
But definitely, no. I mean, that sort of thing. I did something very similar to that about 18 months ago, and that was for a bride. And that was in Tanzanite and pearl. So it just came into my head, and I thought the pearl and the peridot will really work together in that design. So it's slightly different. They're always unique. All the designs are. But having those tiny little peridot 2 mils was the massive bonus on this, because you could bulk, and then you can bring out those tendrils of really tiny beads that just make the whole thing.
They're phenomenal, aren't they? Cathy in Cheshire says, just stunning necklace, Linda.
Thank you.
Stunning. That necklace is fantastic, Linda. You are so talented, says Christine in North Yorkshire.
Thanks a lot.
Linda, your vine necklace is one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. I'm going to have to try and recreate it myself, Levophilia. Do you know what? Have a go. But
you've actually hit the nail on the head there when you said vine, because that's how you start. You start with a wrap loop, a jump ring on the end, and then work along the vine itself. And it can be a hair vine as well.
Wow, fab. Okay then, Linda, what are you going to...
Well, I just thought quickly again, I'll go through the ring, to be truthful. That is using 4.4 wire. Again, that's sort of started off as a happy accident. Well, it didn't start off as a happy accident. It actually resulted in a happy accident, because I was twisting some wire at the time around the ring mandrel. And to make that, you need to have, it's 8 lengths. You can have less, you can have more. It's entirely up to you. But basically 8 lengths of 0.4. If you want to work with 0.6, you can, but I knew I wanted to put the little nuggets on the end. Sorry, I should have prepped this a little bit earlier, so perhaps the best thing to do is talk amongst yourselves while I get 8.
I love that.
Chat amongst yourself while I get...
If you've got that in your basket, do make sure that you are checking out, by the way, UVGC 98 is your code for this one, 0800 644 655. In fact, a couple of you multi-buying for this kit as well, so massive congratulations. Just make sure you're checking out. Only got 45 left. It's not a lot, you know. Not a lot at all. Lots coming through on the phone lines. Lots of you there on the web at the same time, so it's going to be fast. Just be quick.
I'm just going to get rid of that little short one. So about 8 lengths or more if you want. And then again, like you do with, you might be using sterling silver wire, but again, because this is silver plated, warm it again. And then collecting your ring mandrel or whatever it is that you're using, I'm going to pop it in. I think this one's about an S, which is sort of a good size. Pop it onto the ring mandrel, holding it underneath, okay? And then again, using some tension, get that sort of fairly central. Now you really do need to have some real tension here, because I don't know whether you can see against the ring mandrel, but if you look at the tension, it straightened those wires for me, which is really the result I want. I want it to be straight. And then really pinch that and then turn the ring mandrel. Okay, just a couple of times so that you know that you have actually got some purchase on there, that you've got like a knot, as it were. Being wire, you'll find that really easy. And then again, using some real tension is just give those wires a really good pull, because the object now is, this won't be an exact copy. As I say, everything normally handmade is fairly unique, but using your sort of thumb, turn one way and just swap hands as you're going round. Okay, just keep going round, and then pressing down on that center point, keep going round and round, and then the other way. Okay, so that you basically cross it. All right, so that one's now going to cross in the center. like that. Let me get rid of that. I've lost the purchase on that one altogether. Just get rid of it. And then you're going to have far more time. Please try and sort of do this with a lot of tension on there and take your time, because the object is to get that centre really quite flat. It's like a starburst. And then it's simply a matter of making that sort of centre as long as you want, and then separating all of the wires, okay, and trimming them down. Just trim them down, not to the final sort of flourish, but just trim them off to probably about 1 inch long each. And then what I did was, again, using the glue that's the super one, or you could use the E6000, absolutely, is put the tiniest little amount of it onto the wire, and then pop the little nugget on top of that glue, so that you've got probably about 1 centimetre, and then just trim off. Hold it for a few seconds till it's got that purchase, and then just leave a tiny little amount of wire, and then ease it into your starburst shape.
Really, really simple design.
Very simple.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for tuning in this morning on Freeview. You can now switch over to Sky 6. I always do this. Sky channel, anyone? 665 or Virgin 7.
That's terrible. We don't know.
6. 756. I always get numbers with me. So thank you for tuning in on Freeview. Do switch over to Sky or Virgin. We're going to be back in just a few seconds with some Wall of Fame entries.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
So you saw us in the pit digging, and we found a few bits for some manual sortation. After we finished with the manual sortation, we then want to have one more second chance to make sure we didn't miss anything. So we take the digger comes into the hopper. It's what we call a three-way hopper. So the very fine grains go off that end because there's nothing in the fine grains that we could facet. The big rocks come over here. Again, we can't go through all the big rocks, we haven't got the explosives. And then the medium size come on the conveyor belt. And then we have water on it, which gives it nice and wet, gives it more of a shine. And then we sit here manually going through, seeing if we can find anything.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have two delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker this morning. Thanks for tuning in on Sky and Virgin. We have some more entries for the Wall of Fame for today. Now, this draw will take place on Wednesday. It's a Wednesday morning. And the winner will get £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up will get £50 credited to their account. Now, all you have to do is send us the pictures of the designs that you've already made. It's that simple. And we've had some more fabulous entries for today. This is number 392, and this is from Sarah. Doesn't say where you're from, Sarah. Hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. This is a picture of a bracelet I made last week. It uses gorgeous blue Kite rondelles and clear quartz rondelles, which I bought from you, plus some sterling silver wire beads, which I already had in my making box. I'm really pleased with the Kite rondelles, as they are a great true blue colour, so thanks, Jewellery Maker. Sarah, that's actually my favourite blue gemstone. I love Kite. That's gorgeous. They're fabulous. Look at the colour of those.
Absolutely stunning, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. Really pretty design as well, so good luck with that one, Sarah.
This is number 393. This is unique. It's really pretty. And it's from Rose in Aylesbury. Oh, you've got a great theatre in Aylesbury. I was there the other week. And Rose says, hi, my biggest and most complicated sun catcher or wall hanging yet. Especially asked for something that would say nanny and hold a picture. I'm quite pleased with how it turned out, but found it quite challenging. I find jewellery is so much easier. All the wire and gemstone, shell pearls, etc. from Jewellery Maker. Best wishes to all of you in this week's draw. And that's Rose in Aylesbury. Rose, that's absolutely beautiful. Stunning. So different as well.
Gorgeous wire writing as well.
It is, yes.
Stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one is from Jill in Somerby, and Jill says, please find attached my most recent makes for the Wall of Fame. A peridot and rose gold earrings, a silver and moonstone ring, and a ruby and leather bracelet. Gifts for my daughter's future family with birthdays in June, July and August. As usual, all stones and findings from JM. Good luck to all in this week's draw, and that's from Jill in Somerby. Jill, they're fantastic.
Amazing.
Really. We were just saying actually how popular peridot is at the moment.
It's really flourishing at the moment, isn't it, peridot?
It's fabulous.
This is a gorgeous tiara here, and this is 394, and it's from Jackie in Ayrshire. And Jackie says, hi all, I hope you like my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a fascinator I made a little while ago, and I now have a chance to sell them in a small florist that also does wedding invitations, etc. What do you think? She says, is it good enough? Well, most definitely. I've made it from cream mesh, brown and champagne rice pearls with shell pearl triangles, as well as silver wire and the hairband, all from Jewellery Maker. I wouldn't go anywhere else. Here's hoping for a win, and good luck to everyone else who enters. Jackie, it's beautiful, and good luck with the event. That's a good idea, actually, a little florist. Yeah, very good idea. Gorgeous. Very good.
Fabulous.
Beautiful.
This design is from Kay in West Yorkshire, and Kay says, here's my entry to the Wall of Fame for this week. A full set of jewellery, necklace, bracelet and earrings. I've used rose gold plated jump rings, and the gems are 4mm faceted white quartzite sewn in with monofilament. Everything is from Jewellery Maker. I hope they're good enough to make the wall this week. Good luck to all fellow waffers and me. Love the shows and the amazing deals. Kay, that is more than good enough. It's incredible.
That's beautiful.
They are stunning.
Absolutely
Love those.
gorgeous.
Fabulous. Good luck to all of you, by the way. Do keep your eyes peeled on Wednesday morning. Make sure that you are tuning in, see when the winner is announced. We've got a cheeky star buy coming up for you. Do you want to have a look? Can you see that Angela Estes on that Moonstone? Ooh! It's like a light, isn't it, on the Moonstone? The Angela Estes that I'm talking about is that bluish shimmer that you can see coming from the surface of the gemstone. That is what you wanted. There it is. Look at that. That is a sign of quality Moonstone that you have there. What a phenomenal bundle. Now, whenever it comes to Moonstone or labradorite, I'm always saying I think the two should be put together. I think they're a match made in heaven. They really are incredible. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. 5 nugget strands that are deep. Look at those blues. Do you know, we're always saying with labradorite and moonstone, you know, in particular, the quality doesn't come across on screen because there's so many lights in this studio, which is great for making gemstones sparkle, but sometimes it doesn't help with any optical effects that we might be seeing. So, for example, opals, you know, play of colour in opals and antilurescence, labradorescence in moonstone in labradorite. They look phenomenal on screen. Wait until you get these home. They are fabulous. You have 140 carats in your moonstone nuggets there. 5x4 to 9x7 millimeters in size. You've got 120 carats of a labradorite there as well. Voted your favourite gemstone 3 years running now. You've got your white quartz, your sunstone, and you've got your green amethyst there. Total carat weight, we're looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 750 carats approximately. That is a massive, massive topper-upper, isn't it, for your stash there. Nuggets are fantastic, you know, whether it be cluster earrings, whether it be nuggets to pop in the ring mounts that we had earlier on, creating those cluster designs, your tree of life designs. Wow, did you see that? Woo, look at that labradorite there. Oh, hello. With labradorite, it's all about the angle in which the light hits the gemstone for you to be able to see that labradorescence. The quality that we have is breathtaking. We have email after email. We get message after message telling us how incredible the quality of our gemstones is. You know, there's no compromise. Even though we're bringing you bead quality gemstones, there's no compromise on the quality whatsoever. You are getting 5 strands of genuine gemstones here for an incredible, incredible price tag of £12.95. £2.59 per strand. You've got double strands there. So really, we were looking at 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 strands, if you like, there. That is just over £1 per strand. Even simply, you know, wearing one of those as a necklace, restranding that, how fab does that look? Against a block colour, beautiful. Your maxi dress in the summer, your chunky neck jumper in the winter looks fantastic. I would be tempted to put the moonstone with the labradorite in this bundle, I really would. What would you do with all of these, Linda?
I just think buying chips and nuggets is such a huge way of getting to know your gemstones, and starting off and then saying, well, yeah, I really like that, so then the next time I'm going to buy, you know, a specific bead shape type of thing. But chips and nuggets are amazing. I mean, all of those, if you just put those into a multi-drop necklace, say using a connector or something, or thread them onto 0.4 wire and then you can plait them. Yeah. Just absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can colour grade them. You can put a block of the whites, a block of the clearer ones, and then a block of a denser colour. There's nothing quite like it for enabling you to make inexpensive but very expensive looking jewellery. I absolutely adore chips and nuggets. I'm out with Mark every time. I just think they're fabulous.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Really beautiful. You could even recreate the design that Linda did with the pearls and peridot.
Absolutely. And I mean, even if you just do an elasticated bracelet in each one and use them as stackers. Yeah. So that's a huge
really
look
pretty. I tell you what is pretty. These toggle clasps, I actually asked Dion on the break earlier, I was like, when can we do these? I've had my eye on them all morning. These are fantastic. I've never ever seen these ones before. Look at these. Fabulous. How fab are these? Fabulous. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Your spiral toggle, they're so weighty, they're so substantial. Very, very detailed. This is where you want your toggle clasp to be a feature. You know, you don't want to hide this toggle clasp, do you? You want that to be a feature in your piece of jewellery, don't you? They are fantastic and great for wire wrapping, definitely, because they've got that texture there. Beautiful. You have, I think there's 10 here in total. They're huge, aren't they? You've got a 20mm round there, and your T-bar is 36mm there. As a pendant, that's going to look really, really pretty. Just a T-bar pendant would look phenomenal. There's so much you could do with these, isn't there? I mean, you could even use your round there. You could wire wrap a gemstone into the middle of there if you wanted to, because of the little ridges you've got here as well. You could pop your wire in there. That's just going to sit beautifully, a gemstone in the middle there, isn't it? Earrings, oh yes. Do you know what? I'd probably go for a black spinel. Something really, really lustrous in the centre there. Just wire wrap that in, let that dangle away. All of that movement, that would look stunning, wouldn't it? It really, really would. 0800 644 655. You've got 10 toggle clasps in this pack as well. Really sizable. So an asymmetrical design in a necklace. I mean, just one's, oh,
A brooch.
just look
A
gorgeous.
brooch, if you...
Brooch.
Yeah, the brooch would look nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just? Nurse's watches, says Ollie. That's just reminded him. I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, definitely. They're really, really pretty, aren't they? I love it when we've got something like this. You know, sometimes you might be working on that design and you're thinking, do you know what? It just needs something. I don't know what it is, but it just needs something. You could hold a tag or a clasp up against it just like this and be like, yes. That's exactly what that design needs. Lots of you coming in and multi-buying already, so well done indeed. You've done a fantastic, fantastic job this morning. Checking out really, really early. It's been so, so busy. Do you know what? I think these are the best toggle clasps we've had. I love them. They're so fab. They're so lustrous and they're interesting. It's not just a toggle clasp, is it? It is a feature within your piece of jewellery. TXGC30. £8.95, not even £1 each for 89 pence per toggle clasp. They are gorgeous. Wendy in Gloucestershire, I collect it in Somerset. Eleanor in Midlothian, Jane in County Durham, Ross in Bristol, Lorna, you've just got 2, well done. Mary in Perth and Kinross, Fiona in Nottinghamshire, Wendy in Gloucestershire, Janice in the Channel Isles, Wendy in Northamptonshire, congratulations to you. If you haven't started dialing yet, do it now. Get these home, have a closer look if you want to, have a little play with these. I wish we'd given these to Linda as a challenge now. I want to see a gemstone wire wrapped into the centre there.
Yeah, that would be really quite easy to do.
Yeah.
That would. But also, if you like your dramatic jewellery, you know, the big necklace, you know, that big chain one that you had on from the first kit. Well, sometimes these big dramatic pieces or these multi-stranded chips, say you've got 10 strands of chips, they need a big, bold clasp, don't they?
Definitely.
To balance it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look a bit silly with a little baby version.
Yeah, no,
so
you're
a big,
absolutely
bold
right.
one. So and there's so much you can do with them, as you can say, and then bring it forward to the front or an asymmetric. Use them as connectors. If you do a lot of gizmo work, that's the clasp for a lot of gizmo work as well. Absolutely beautiful. I can definitely see the earrings. I would use the rounds as a pair of earrings, and then probably use the toggles as another pair of earrings.
Yes. Do you know what?
Definitely.
I'm just, as soon as we said necklace then, connecting them all together, I'm thinking, do you know what? Again, you know how earlier on when we had the fish and the rabbits, and we were talking about that unique design that you would see Kate Moss wearing, you know, your A-list celeb. I am going
Definitely.
for this.
Absolutely. I think that is stunning. That's a necklace I would notice at 50 paces.
But that is the kind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at any designers, as we say, we were watching that
absolutely.
programme
Yeah.
about the shoe designer. It's all about the quirky sometimes, isn't it?
It
And
is.
being that first person to make that statement look, to introduce that statement look, that's fantastic, isn't it?
And you do see these quirky designs out there, and you are sort of, even if you're not impressed by that particular design, you are actually noticing it. It stands out to you. But that sort of thing that you've done there, Hannah, is very much what A-listers would wear. Yeah. You know, and say, look at me, I'm who I am, and look at my jewellery, that's what I'm about, type of thing. Yeah. So yeah, think outside the box. I think that's wonderful. There must be loads of ways you can connect that. You could actually connect all the T-bars with it, with a jump ring, and then connect all the toggles with jump rings as well.
Yeah, they are just so nice, these toggle clasps. I love them. Let's see if I can go all the way around.
Fabulous.
I just want one more on there, and then I might just wear that for a while. Okay. Oh. Do you know what? Because they're toggle clasps work so well when you've got a lot of weight in a design. They really, really do work well, and they're so weighty. One by one, they're so weighty. I'm going to do this. Oh. I'm really determined to do it. It was looking good, wasn't it, Ollie? Thanks. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to do it now. We're against the clock, aren't we? There's Dion saying we're going to rush through some bits. Bring you as many deals as we can, and there's me holding everything up. And we're range DI. I just need one more off there now. I'm going to do it. 0800 644 655. Do you know what? You can still do this. If you haven't checked out yet, do it now. You're going to love these when you get these home. And Linda's saying, you know, about that design, that's what your Hollywood A-lister would be wearing. If you wore that design on a night out, I guarantee you'd have so many compliments, wouldn't you? You really, really would.
Well, that's the sort of look as well, isn't it? Where you wear sort of a fairly plain tailored dress, so either a little A-line dress or a little tailored dress, and then big, bold, in-your-face type jewellery. And that then actually makes you all about the jewellery rather than the clothes.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I've done it. I think I've done it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it's an original Hannah Stuart.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Doesn't it look fab? I love that. I love it. It's quite nautical as well, isn't it? I'd probably have one less in there, I think, make that sit a little bit tighter around the wrist. But that is a really, really fabulous look. It's cool, isn't it? Jacqueline Cumbria, well done to you. Geraldine, well done. Sandra, loads of you there, multi-buying. Massive, massive congratulations if you've got those. Lavender pearls. We're going to... Did you say slash them? She said slash them. We're going to go lower in price. Lavender pearls. Over here. Do you know what? Oh, Dion. These. Oh, I'm still working on the bracelet. Sorry. These are gorgeous. I just wanted to take one more link out. Right, if it doesn't work this time, I'm going to give up. But you know that moment Linda was talking about where you just talk about yourself for a bit? Yeah. Talk about yourself. Like one of those. Why will that not go through?
Has anybody noticed she's still got the ruby one on?
What ruby bracelet, Linda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long have we got? 40 minutes. Oh, I might get Claire to help me in just a second. Have a look at the pearls. I'm determined to do it. Tell you. Look at these. Oh, look at those. Aren't they fab? Look at the... Oh. Fab. They are so lustrous, aren't they? Look at the pearlescence. Just incredible. This is brilliant. This is just brilliant. Should we give up, Claire? Yeah, Claire says yeah. We'll give up. You have your beautiful lavender cultured potato pearls, 8 by 7 millimeters in size. They are dreamy. Again, bridesmaids, mother of the bride, mother of the bridegroom. Giving it with that. I can't do it. I was determined. Can't do it. I'll stick with the ruby one instead. Have a look at those. How beautiful. Look how soft and feminine that colour is. That is just dreamy. You know, a lot of us, it is all about the white pearls, and that's fantastic if you've got white pearls. But for me, there's just certain coloured pearls, like your silver or your greys, your lavenders like this, that look so high-end, so expensive. The kunzite that we had earlier on, oh, match. They did sell out. They did sell out. You have 8 by 7 millimeters. Again, there's a millimeter in it. What's a millimeter between pearls? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's about 60 pearls that you've got there. £11 and 95 pence. And for bridesmaids, it's the perfect colour, isn't it? It really, really is. We're not even staying at £11.95. LS MG 40 £8.95, straight down to just £8 and 95 pence for you. 0800 644 655. Oh, Ollie. Ollie just said about putting about putting a ruby in between each one.
Wow. Wow, that'd be a necklace to behold, wouldn't it?
That would be like something that would be made for the Queen.
The last kit as well with the peridot, you know, the sort of vine necklace, that would look stunning with the Tanzanite. Because Tanzanite has those lilac hues coming from it, that would be the perfect pearl to put with the Tanzanite.
Wouldn't it just? Yeah. It really, really would. That kit, by the way, the code for that is at the bottom of your screen. That was with the peridot and the pearls. High end. My gosh, we have gone a bit bonkers this morning, it's fair to say. We've had emerald, we've had Tanzanite, we've had ruby, we've had pearls. Incredible. Don't you think sometimes that pearls should be like added to the big 5 and it should be a big 6?
Yeah.
It does stand alone. It does, yeah, you're totally right, Ollie. It stands alone. It is an organic gemstone. There's nothing else quite like it, is there? So individual, so unique. I'm always saying it's like top of your list, isn't it? You know, for most of us it's diamonds, isn't it? You know, who doesn't want to own diamonds? But top of your list, you know, you've got your diamond solitaire and you've got your strand of pearls, haven't you? And for something like this, you know, you might be tuning in now, watching, thinking, $8.95 for genuine pearls. Yeah. Restranded, you could be looking at a 3-figure price tag easily. Easily. They're not perfect rounds, but there's a millimetre in it. Fraction. If you've got those in your basket, get checking out. The ruby that I bought you earlier on. Now, a lot of you missed out on this ruby in the kit. Sorry, not on this ruby, on the other ruby in the kit. But then, we brought you this. $21.95. Yeah, if you've just started watching now, you didn't see this earlier, you've seen that price tag on your screen and you're thinking, hang on a minute. What? Hang on a minute. Why on earth would we want to mention this again at $21.95? I mean, why would we want to remind everybody at how ridiculously low we're taking 17 carats of ruby? 17 carats. This are the pearls that Ollie was on about putting in between. Oh, can you imagine? Can you even begin to imagine? Oh yeah, you could make the entire set. You could go for the earrings, the bracelet and the necklace, couldn't you? There's that much here. $21.95. We're looking at 17 carats of ruby. Now, I said to Dion, I said, you know what, Dion? Type in now. Type in on a search engine, ruby prices, 17 carats of ruby. See what we can find. We were looking at hundreds, 800s, 300s, you know, all set into jewellery. But the best thing about us here at JewelleryMaker is that we're bringing you these pieces, these gemstones, affordable price tags. If this was 17 carats set into jewellery already, we know the price tag would be through the roof. But the fact that we're bringing you this strand, look at the lustre. I mean, you know, generally you don't associate sparkle with rubies, do you? It's all about the colour. But this is the great thing, as I was saying earlier, with gemstones of this size, oh, you've got so much sparkle, just so much sparkle there. 0800 644 655 PHGZ 87 is your code for this one. And maybe with the solid sterling silver beads that we had in the kit earlier, you could add this ruby to the kit, couldn't you? You know, as another addition to the kit, the ruby that you've already got.
It would really bulk out that kit, actually. It'd double the opportunity, because of all the wire I'd got left over and the little sterling silver beads. It would give you the opportunity of doing it all over again.
It would make it go such a long way. You had solid sterling silver wire in that kit as well. And with all that wire that you've got left, the pieces that you could make with this would be incredible. Simple bracelet, solid sterling silver clasp in there. That is a 3-figure piece of jewellery. 3-figure piece of jewellery. Wakey. 17 carats of ruby for $21.95. Okay, maybe get this home. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee. Take that 30 days to research prices elsewhere. If you think we can be beaten on price, if you find that we can, please let us know. Send it back. No quibble. Money-back guarantee. What was that, Ollie? Ollie just said, you know what, if I sold my own stuff, I'd be buying this for Valentine's Day. You'd be on to something there. You'd be on to something, yeah. Multi-buying, definitely. Stephen in Greater London, Jeanette in Somerset, Leslie in Hampshire, Shirley in Rhondda, Kathleen in Perth and Ross, Christine in Worcestershire, Pauline in Warwickshire, Collector in Essex. Now, these earlier on as well, genuinely, before we even brought them to you, I just thought, oh, wow, we've got a massive carat weight of black spinel today. They're going to be such a considered price tag. Don't think I've ever seen spinel at this kind of carat weight before. However, we weren't looking at spinel. We're looking at black onyx here. I cannot remember even bringing you black onyx. That's how often we have it. We just don't have it. You've got the luster of a black diamond. You've got the luster of your black spinel there, and they are encased in solid sterling silver. One of these wire wrapped into a ring, you are going to have the most high-end cocktail statement piece of jewellery. With the white pearls that we had earlier on, one of those dropped into that strand, you're going to have the ultimate 1920s glamour. Fabulous. Make sure you're checking these out. Have a look. Oh, I love Kite. Love the colours that you get with this gemstone. Wow, look at this one. Look at that for individuality. You know, when we look at the colours for this season, you know, your masala hues, you know, your mustards, your coffees, your creams. This gemstone is like the gemstone for this season, isn't it? Along with any jaspers that you've already got in your stash, it's going to look fantastic. If you've got any of the tiger ebony woods in your stash, it's going to look fantastic. You've just got the most natural, almost back to nature look with this gemstone because of those earthy tones that you've got there. I love, it's almost like a blush pink, almost like a berry red, isn't it, that you've got with your Kite here. They are stunning, and you've got 90 carats of your puffy ovals here. Really, really beautiful. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 33, approximately 33. Coming all the way from Yamuka Creek even, not Crete, Creek over in Australia. Ollie just said it reminds me of Ayers Rock. It does, doesn't it? Look at that colour. It's just incredible. Those gorgeous reds, those deep berry hues that you've got there, fantastic. And a massive, massive carat weight. Great for earrings. Fantastic for earrings. Gemstones like this, you have indeed already got your story there all the way from Australia. And look, I love, do you know what? These mustard hues here, so on trend for this season. I was looking at a handbag this colour the other day. So on trend for this season. They really, really are. You've got so many pairs of earrings here. Never been seen on its own before, this strand. Great opportunity for you to get some beautiful Kite. I know all of you have got jaspers. So many of you love your jaspers. Again, it's those earthy tones, isn't it, that just match up with this gemstone so beautifully. They're 12 by 8mm in size. Perfect. Perfect for your earrings. We're going to go down. Didn't expect that one. Ooh. $5.95. $5.95 for genuine gemstones. If you went shopping today, if you go shopping over this weekend, when you go to your ladies' clothing stores, most of them, pretty much all of them, now sell costume jewellery. Can you find something glass, something synthetic at that price tag? We've got 90 carats of genuine gemstones here. AUGP 85, $5.95. Unbelievable. Sylvia in Cambridgeshire, Carol in Yorkshire. Do you know what? If you were just thinking again about going out, think again. Think again. Just pop this on your order before you go. I'd be multi-buying at that price tag. Marianne in Cleveland, Collector in Bridgend, Latha in Greater London, Helen in Bartonshire, Cheryl in Maine, you've just joined me. Sylvia in Cambridgeshire, well done. Collector in Virginia, you've just checked out, well done. You must check out your baskets on this. That is an incredible deal for you. We should never ever go below $6.95 for any strand. Hematite treats coming up for you. Oh, look at all of these. Where do we start? Hearts. Hematite hearts. These are bigger than the ones that we had earlier on. Similar bundle, but bigger size for you. Whoa, look at these rainbow colours that you've got here. Purples, yellows, blues, greens you've got in there as well. They're so fun, aren't they, hematite? Party gemstone. It's going to add so much lustre to any of your designs. It's going to look fantastic. You have 135 carats in each strand here. 38 centimetre strand. They are absolutely packed full of your hematite. And as we were saying earlier on, hearts, the stars, they fly. They are so popular. QHGC 98. I'll give you a rough idea of how many we've got on one of these strands. I can't even find an end to the strand. That's how packed they are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I'd say there's about 50. Approximately 50 gemstones in each strand. That's 150. 75 pairs of earrings approximately. Look at that shine. Look at that lustre. They are 8mm hearts you've got here. So we had some more earlier, but the smaller ones. So actually, if you got those as well, together they'd look fantastic, wouldn't they? Stars and hearts, really popular. All of your accessories, clothing, purses, scarves, they are so on trend. Get these into your stash. You've got a massive count weight, 3 strands, QHGC 98. Let's go down in price for you. $11.95 for 3 strands. You've got there 0800 644 655. Straight down on price for you today. Earrings. I think that, in fact, a pair of earrings. What kind of price tag would we pop on a pair of earrings, you think, Linda? Simple pair of earrings, 2 gemstones.
With the hematite?
Yeah.
Okay, silver plated, copper. I'm going to put those earrings at $9.95.
Wow. For one pair of earrings?
Yeah, because hematite actually, it's unusual.
It is.
You know it's not faux, just by looking at it because of the sheen it gives off. I mean, I'm getting loads of reds and pinks and purples coming off of here. But the thing with those strands as well is you could make a multitude of little flowers. Wire them together, flowers, and just, you know, a bit like the on the bridal show on Monday when I think it was Claire did that butterfly necklace. You could do that in the flowers in the hematite and have all that down there. Yeah. So just think outside the box, and also as little bow ties, you know, tip to tip every time.
Wow, that would look beautiful. $11.95. £10 for a pair of earrings. Did I say it's about 75 pairs of earrings? Wow. Wow. Okie dokies. Sorry, lovely. 12. Ooh. Oh, I'm seeing some gents pieces here, you know. Oh, look at these. Oh, these are fantastic. Shine. They are fabulous. Look at that lustre. Oh, right. Do you know what? Be on the phone lines. These are going to fly out of the building today. Especially where we're going today. Ooh, look at that. That's like the JewelleryMaker Robocop. Isn't it? Look at that. Oh, I love that look. That is so... You could create the most contemporary designs with these shapes. You've got your tubes here. 7 by 5mm in size. I'm just going to count out how many you have got on a strand there. You've got 3 strands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 40... 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Approximately 49 gemstones on each strand. Gents pieces, oh, can I just say how amazing they feel as well. Against the skin, because of the shape of these as well, they sit like really fluidly on the wrist, if that makes sense. They're kind of contouring the wrist at the same time. Ollie, you've bought things like this in the past, have you? £10 to £15 necklace. Surfer dude, I like it.
That's
never a gemstone, you're right.
That is actually a really on-trend necklace, just restranding that, isn't it?
It really is,
just as it is.
They've just got that, I think it's the shape of these and the weight of them kind of gives them that fluidity as well, so they feel amazing. Oh, look at that luster. That, you know, simple stretchy bracelet, gents or for the ladies. That looks great. Hi again, my lovelies, says Caroline in the Channel Islands. Savings rates are so low that I'm buying gems and 925, then selling my jewellery, doubling my money almost. No brainer.
That's a good point, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. That's fantastic. ERGC 34 is your code for these. We are going. Whoa, that's for 3 strands. Do you know, gents bracelets, ladies bracelets, you've got a good 3 stretchy bracelets out of each strand here, and there's 3 in total.
Again, I think I'd take the 3 strands and have them as a graduated drop, and just going around the neckline with some, bringing them all together with chain.
Yeah.
At collarbone level, it would just be. I'm having to do some jewellery for advertising in a new magazine, and so I've been doing a bit of research. And this metallic look, stroke chain, heavy on.
Yeah.
Take all those words together is really on trend. It's what the magazine's actually asking for, is metallic, and chain.
Yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they? I'm actually looking at these thinking, do you know what, I'd love a dress embellished with these, you know, kind of around the shoulders, just some,
yes,
fab, wouldn't
absolutely, just across the band there.
That would like completely transform.
It just one shoulder, make it quirky, and just have that one shoulder. On a little cap sleeve,
It would look fab, wouldn't it? Your handbag, your little clutch bag. Started working on a clutch bag now as well. I don't ever finish any of my projects, but I start them. My cushion is still in the making as well.
Well, the problem is, it's other ideas and want to do's come in, don't they? Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to pick up my hole punch for my leather. 36 chances, they're going to go. If you've got those in your basket, check them out. They're fantastic, aren't they? 0800 644 655. Okay, so now we've got the multicoloured ones together. Oh, do you know, the colour variety, even with the silver ones, you know, you can put them with anything. Absolutely anything. Oh my gosh. Again, you have that fluidity. You've got that fluidity as well, haven't you, there again? The shapes and size exactly the same, 7 by 5 millimetres, 240 carats on each strand. Look at the colours. You've got the greens, you've got the yellows, you've got the blues, you've got the pinks, you've got the purples in there as well. FZGC, what? Whoa! So that's your, the last bundle was your JewelleryMaker Robocop. This is your JewelleryMaker Disco. $9.95. Even if you just took 2 of these, simple pair of earrings, in the ear, you're going to get so much movement from that gemstone. You're just going to see all of those colours, aren't you? Fantastic colours that you've got there. Oh, I love the fluidity of these. Really, really fabulous. 0800 644 655. Collect it in Cornwall, Sue in the West Midlands, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Hazel in Carmarthenshire, Christine in Dorset, Kate, you've just got 2. Look at those yellows and those oranges. Is there anything else that you would put with these, Linda?
Yes, the previous bundle, definitely.
A little bit more hematite.
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about that. Put that previous one with this.
Oh,
and perhaps put sort of say all the colours and the coloured ones just in a graduated drop, and then drop 5 of the silvers in, literally as an asymmetric or vice versa, and that would make the most incredibly beautiful piece, wouldn't it?
They are fantastic. I think these bundles might be some of my favourites that we've had today. They're fantastic, aren't they? 0800 644 655 FZGC 19. Andrew in Kent, Claudette in Surrey. Loads of you coming through on the phone lines for these. Well done indeed. I'd have to get both bundles for sure. They're so good, aren't they? Okay, hold those lines. Some more hematite for you. Oh. Wow. Pinks, greens, purples, again, different shapes. So again, I'm just going to bring back one of each of the strands we've just had, just so you can see them working all together. Your rainbow hematite again here. Three individual strands. Oh, that colour. See, sometimes I think, do you know what, hematite by itself, let's let that gemstone do all the talking. Let's not put anything with it at all. But then sometimes I'm thinking, maybe if you've got, let's say, a strand of black agate. A strand of black agate, just popping one of those hematites in there. Just that little focal point in there would look phenomenal. Again, these would be great. Simple, stretchy bracelets. Really fun, aren't they? You've got so much colour there. Studio. Ooh, shiny, says Bonnie in Devon.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like hematite for that.
There really
sheen,
isn't,
is
there?
No, nothing at all. It just puts like smoothness into sparkle, smoothness, sort of eccentric but very sophisticated. And it does take that beautiful hue of the rainbow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really. Just a plain black dress, little tiny shift dress with those around your neck. Amazing.
Well, if you think about gemstones as a whole, and how many gemstones do we actually have that you see this many colours in? You know, how many gemstones do we have where we can see such an array of colours, you know?
And who's not fascinated by that oil on water? If you see a puddle with a little drop of water, who's not?
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that delicious? Isn't that beautiful? And that's
yeah.
what you've got there.
Even Ollie just said, you know what, I just love these gemstones. I just love hematite. Who doesn't like metallic gemstones? They're fantastic, aren't they? Pauline in Glamorgan, Graham in Gwent, well done. Mary in Perth and Kinross, Andrea in Kent, Collector in Cornwall, Christine in Dorset, Linda in Hazel and Carmarthenshire, well done. Marianne in Cleveland, loads and loads. £8.95. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, that is just, I'd be doing that all day long. Look at that jump ring show coming up for you on Sunday. Wow.
That's what I call the thinker's necklace, because that's exactly what you do while you're thinking. You do that.
While you're having a little think. Yeah, definitely. It's fantastic, isn't it? But how great are these? I love the fact as well that the budding bead has just put, you know, jump rings in there. Extra little bit of lustre. How fabulous does that look?
Fantastic.
It does really, really work, doesn't it? ZYGC91 is your code for this one. Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Elizabeth in Cambridgeshire, Marianne in Cleveland, Pauline in Glamorgan. Well done, Elizabeth in Cambridgeshire. You've just joined me. Lots and lots of you with, do you know, just simple stretchy bracelets. Simple stretchy bracelets. Oh wow, look at this clasp on there. How pretty is that? That is fab. Lots of lustre. Gorgeous, gorgeous design. £20, easily £20. And actually, we've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 gemstones there. Quite a few jump rings in there. You've got loads of jump rings already, haven't you? Fabulous. Righty-ho. Okay. Last of the hematite for you. The Robocop of the hematite. Have a look at these. Oh, again, you know, just that look, you know, multi-strand in a bracelet, in a necklace, that makes me want to go out. It's Friday night, let's go out. Let's do it. 0800 644 655. You have 200 carats in each strand of your hematite here. ENGC 48. It doesn't get more lustrous than this, does it? It really doesn't. I'm going to hold one of these up to the neckline if I may, Ollie, because I haven't actually held any of them up yet. It's cold. Oh, look at that. Do you know what? Just a space of beads. Just fantastic.
I just like loads of them. I would just really, all of the hematite that you've just shown, I'd use them all together. I'd use them all together, but I'd use them all on their separate bundles and just make these multi-stranded. about 8 or 9 or even 10 drops, starting from that choker all the way down.
They are phenomenal.
You know, I mean, I saw one yesterday that was actually a necklace like that, but then it came across the shoulder and it dropped in a cap across the shoulder with chain dropping.
Wow.
You know, so all those options are there when you've got something as a backdrop like that to work with.
Do you know what? Even the lustre from these has got the attention of everyone in the workshop. I've just seen every one of them poking their head up to have a look over in the workshop, little workshop going over there. How's the buffet looking, Cass? Is there any left? Can you see any? Any buffet going in there?
I don't think it's been delivered yet. I think they've hidden it.
You're joking me. You're joking me. 0800 644 655. Kathleen in Essex ×2. Kate ×2. Well done to you. No. 8.95. I was saying no at 11. Wow. Oh, you've got to get these home. This is just fantastic for having in your stash. As I was saying earlier, you know when you just want that extra little bit of lustre to add to your design? This is just perfect. You've essentially got an absolute ton of space of beads there. They also happen to be genuine gemstones. 77 chances. That quantity is going to fall so quickly. As you're coming through on the telephone lines, you are multi-buying. Collector in Bridgend, Maureen, Paula, Jill, Isabel, Latha, Deborah, well done Ingrid in Surrey, Patricia in Rhondda, you've just joined me, Elizabeth in Cambridgeshire, Molly, you've got 2, Joni Midlothian, Kate, you've just got 2, Kathleen in Essex, you've just got 2, congratulations to you. I would get as many of these as I possibly could. I just love gents pieces as well. You know, the whole time we've had the Hematite, I'll just be sat there saying, yeah, I love this. I love it. I definitely wear it. Yeah.
And he's got a big, like 14mm silver hematite like that on a piece of leather thong.
Wow. It is. It's a very masculine gemstone, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Yeah, one of these. Again, one of these on a little bit of leather cord. That is just such a fabulous look, isn't it? £7-8. And if you went into, in again, your gents clothing stores, now they also sell you know, costume jewellery, if you like, wristbands and stuff like that as well. It's very on trend for the gents at the moment. You know, strategic place next to the till. Do you want to buy this, Amethyst? Yeah, you know, if you just had one of these, which probably wouldn't be hematite either in your department store, bit of leather cord, that's going to be kind of like an £8 bracelet, isn't it? You know, just by itself. Get them home. Elaine in Warwickshire, Deborah in Staffordshire, Sue in the West Midlands ×2, Jane in Somerset, well done to you, Pauline in Glamorgan, well done, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Collector in the Outer Hebrides, you've just got yours, Elaine in Warwickshire, you've just joined me on the web, Pamela in Yorkshire on the telephone lines, you've just got 2, congratulations to you. ENGC48 is your code for these. If you've got those in your basket, check them out as soon as you can. Fabulous. I have a bead scoop for you. Ooh, oh, look at these. I want to eat these. Definitely don't do that. They are gemstones, but look at those colours. Tutti frutti. They are beautiful. Multi. Look at those. Look at that green. That looks like an emerald in there. That's fantastic. 210 carats you've got here of your multicolour dyed quartz. Your round 6mm round. There's absolutely tons in there. Again, great to have all of this colour variety, isn't it? Simple stretchy bracelets, delicate earrings. If you're still struggling, summer holidays, finding things to do, making jewellery with the kids, they absolutely love it. TEKZ53. Is your code for this one, 0800 644 655, taking it down. I don't know what to say. How often do we see that kind of price tag? £4.95? Change from a £5. We've got another 2-3 weeks left of the summer holidays. Ollie's just asking how long. Yeah, I was just saying, kids love making jewellery, don't they? They'll have a field day with these. All of those colours are just fantastic. Cindy in Leicestershire, Shazza in Hampshire, well done, Collector in Glamorgan, Collector in Northamptonshire, Caroline in Multi-buy, just simple earrings, you know, that could be, take a few of these out. I mean, you could colour graduate if you wanted to. Oh, look at them. Gorgeous. That almost looks like a ruby, doesn't it? I need the sticky bead mat. You've got like a ruby red hue there. That looks like Ratnapuri ruby you've got there. Oh, emerald green. In fact, emerald isn't that good. Isn't that good? Gorgeous. Okay. Sorry. Cassie's like, oh. Right. Over this way. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Cass. Have a look at these. Sterling silver half jewel gemstone mounts you've got here. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in total. So if you've got any of your half jewel pearls at home, I bought you a fantastic deal just the other day on some half jewel peacock pearls. Little bit of glue, you can stick your post down if you need to. Pop your gemstone on there, you're good to go. Earrings, pendants, brilliant. And you have 5 pieces in total, 14 by 4 millimeters in size. UPRF48 is your code for these. £14 is not your price, not your price tag. Last opportunity with myself today to get solid sterling silver, 800 644 655, down to £7.95 for you. Brilliant, solid sterling silver. One of these with your half jewel peacock pearls on that we had the other day. In fact, we'll go with earrings. We'll go with earrings. 2 of those solid sterling silver earrings, minimum of £40. Yeah, fantastic. UPRF48, £7.95. Loads of you popping those in your baskets. Just make sure you are checking out. Now let's go and have a little walk over to our lovely Linda and see how she's getting on, or got on, I should say. Because you did have 5 strands, didn't you, Linda?
I think so.
5 strands. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're very Christmassy.
They are actually.
Aren't
like a little
they?
silver Christmas tree, isn't it? I didn't think of that. Yeah.
They're brilliant. She had 5 strands of pearls earlier on. 5 strands, that's a lot of pearls, isn't it? It really, really is. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, Linda. Well done, you.
Well, they work together so well. I mean, that's just another example of the fact that a bundle, I've not used anything else other than findings.
Yeah.
You can make significant jewellery from that bundle. You haven't got to add to it.
They're fab, aren't they? They really are. Genuine pearls as well. You know, Linda, you've got your money back on one piece of jewellery there. £29.95.
Yeah, easily.
Pearls and some, I would say. So, well done, Linda. Thank you so much for today. When are you back?
Not this Sunday, the following Sunday.
That's the day I go on holiday.
I think it's going to be Christmas. I think it might be something to do with Christmas.
Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm not going to be here. I will be back with you tomorrow on the Designer Inspiration Show tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm not sure who's here on the Designer Inspiration Show tomorrow. So make sure you're tuning in. We'll have some fantastic deals for you. Becky is up next and she's joined by Lady Laura Binding, taking you through on the Designer Inspiration Show with lots and lots of treats. If you've got anything in your basket from this morning, do make sure you check it out because you haven't done it until you have completed your checkout. So please make sure that you do that. So stay tuned for the Designer Inspiration Show. Launching Serenite tomorrow. Oh, why haven't I got that? I am jealous. Whatever you do for the rest of the day, have a great day, have a safe day, and I shall see you back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Take care.